What's up with you? What's up with you, bro? We got to get in on these dress codes, right? Once again, it never stops, bro. It never stops, man. Tuskegee. And I got an old lady. Let me see if I can find it. I had a lady on here. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if I can find it and move this out the way. Where's this thing? I had a. Mm, 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 I'm looking through my folders. Man, old girl right here though. What is thing at? This woman, she was outside talking, and she was going over the dress code, Tuskegee dress code, and why it's okay, and we need it, and all of that. If I can find it, man, I can. I don't know if I can even find it. Man, you should see what I never talk about. I got 50, 60 loads. They never even make it up here. Man, I can't find it. Anyhow, man, I can't find it. Anyhow, this older lady she said that back in the day, you know, you had to have a dress code and uh oppression that's rooted in subjugation. That's what that's rooted in. All of that control, all of that force, and you need to be like this and comb your hair like this because where's the standard? Who sets the standard? So if it's a European standard and you're not a European, you're a person of a African background or Afrocentric background. Why do you have to succumb to another person's standard? And that's what I'm saying. Now, this is sort of an intellectual debate. You know, if you're real stupid, you're not going to get it, and you're going to look at it from a real. If you know, most people, the stupid people fall for the white supremacy. It gets them every time because they don't see the hidden hand. They just can't see the hidden hand. They only see, well, it's a dress code, man. Ain't number a dress code. It's more than a dress code. It's more than a dress code. Ain't number a dress code. It's just a dress code. It's more to it than that. And of course, you don't understand it, right? So it's offensive, it's racist, and it's oppressive. And college is where a person finds themselves. College is the first time for many students to ever to really be on their own. Going out of state, first time you're ever on your own. You're trying to find yourself. You're finding yourself. You're exploring. And you're looking at your clothes and you want a certain identity and you say, okay, I like this. I like to wear it like this. That's my personality. Wasn't it on the Will Smith character? I saw him and he went to Carlson's school and he changed his jacket inside out. He wore the paisley part outside. He said, I don't like it the way you wear it. I want to wear it the way I wear it. That was his identity. That gave him comfort. That means a lot to people. You're trying to compete. You need something, some form of comfort. Family's not there. There's nothing wrong with being a black person. And see, that's what I'm saying. And don't give me this sexy red BS. That chick didn't go to no damn college. Don't give me the sexy red yap. She did not go to college. Neither did Aisa, none of them. Those are not college girls. I think you leave it up to the students. I think you put in a dress code. In a sense, you put in a standard, not a code. You can say dresses can't be this high. We expect the men to wear this type of outfit, but not specific. You can't make it European. You can't do that. That's offensive. If a person wants to dress like that, they can. But you cannot make it a European outfit. You can't do it. That's offensive, that's racist, and it's oppressive. And like I said, we know the people have been dumbed down and the people don't understand anything. And we got the picture of the girl and the boy, they're college people. They're finding themselves. You can disagree with the do-rag. You don't know what that guy's in college for. You'd be amazed at what he's in there studying. He just wears a do-rag. He likes his, put waves in his hair. She likes what's wrong with that? You should look at their report cards, not their appearance. Let them be what they want to be. If someone is Asian and they want to have a traditional Asian dress, why should you say they can't have it? Why not? They're there trying to find themselves. They're there trying to figure this whole thing out. But only blacks. See, once again, it's the blacks. The European imperialism is forced upon the blacks. You have to be like white. So you'll never be white. And they know that's a low-key way to teach you that you're subordinate and you're inferior because you'll never be a white person. But if they keep making you try to be one, you'll never be that. That's inferiority. That's where you get into your self-hate. You don't like your nose. You don't like your hair. I don't know. I never really had a conversation with them. We weren't in the same thing. I seen them. One of them was fine. But she was running around the white guys. That picked this out for you. And I don't really live on what? Because that's the way you dress? And then you do get into your swag and style. What's wrong? Some people, they got a little swag with them. They swag out their clothes. They like a style. They like to have a flair. What's wrong with that? Why is that a problem? If the person is passing, if the person is on this campus, passing the classes, not, paying their tuition, why does anybody have a problem with it? You don't like dreads? Why don't you like dreads? Are they in your face? Do they stop you from learning? Oh, you don't like them because you're a racist. You don't like these black people with these baggy clothes. You don't like these black women who showing off them big hips and big, you don't like, see, that's what I'm saying. That's racist. That's racist. And that's what that is. And I see the capitulation from a lot of the Negroes. I see the podcast they put out there. These Negroes, bro. You want to talk about wave the flag of surrender. These Negroes, they've got that white flag of surrender up. They will cave in. Man, you need to have dress code. Why you all black folk, y'all in there dressing up like Sexy Red. Sexy Red didn't go to college. You people up there looking like NBA young boy. He didn't go to college either. Oh, they ain't dressing like him. Believe me, they ain't dressing. They actually eat. They actually have food in this. He doesn't eat. What is that guy, 80 pounds? Well, we know what he could, the drugs and, that's a whole different stuff. But no, they're not dressing up. Look, man, this is wrong and it's offensive. And this older black woman, I think she was a dean somewhere. She should be ashamed of herself. Of all people, she should be the main one advocating for free expression, advocating that black people have a right to be black people and they shouldn't be forced. And we was talking about the filters, even on the TikTok. You put the black kids put filters on, and they're basically shaped into Eurocentric display. It's a European display. It's supposed to just be a beauty filter, but what it does is it Europeanizes or whatever, westernizes. How about that? It westernizes your features. That's what I'm saying. Even the TikTok, even the Chinese filter westernizes your filter, your features, because even though it's a Chinese, I don't know, they sold it. I don't know what's going on with TikTok. I really don't. Right now, I don't. I'm not on it. I go there sometimes for other reasons, but it westernizes your features, right? And it's an Asian product. But it makes you look more white, and that's racist. Don't you get it, man? And they don't even get it. These are old conversations. These are nothing new. Let me see. Let me got this thing right here. Tuskegee. Let me hold up. Let me come over here. Because a lot of times I be muted, man. What's up with you? He says you're inventing rules that don't exist, then attacking them. What rules am I inventing? You're gonna say that. This dude say you're divisive. You're gonna say that no matter what. You know what? The white supremacy. Let me tell you something. You don't realize it. You think I'm supposed to be trying to reach some type of bar that you've created for me. And that's what I'm saying. That's you come to the podcast where a person has a right to their own opinion, and you listen, and you think I'm supposed to be striving to reach the bar the white supremacist set. And then when I don't do that, you get upset with me. I don't want to reach your bar. I don't want to dress European. I'm not a European. I want to snazz up my shit. I like my style. I got style. I like women with nice bodies. I like that shit. I like ass on my women. I know, see, that's what I'm saying. These white guys, they like them flat butts and stuff. No, man, see, that's what I'm saying. We see the world. Nobody's saying you're wrong. I'm saying we see the world differently. That's all I'm saying. I don't like that. I do not like that with the pockets and stuff touch. And then you want to make somebody dress like that and then get mad. Get mad, that, you know what I'm saying? Then you get mad. You want to make people conform to your standard, then get mad that they got style and swag. Then get mad that they don't want to bow down. Then get mad. Then get mad. They say, yo, bro, I like a shapely female. I like her like that. You get mad. You ain't supposed to like women like that. You're supposed to like a flat butt, man, like me. Oh, I'm supposed to like what you like? Yeah! You're supposed to be trying to be like me, man. All right, bro. Wait on it. Wait on it. Wait on it. Wait on it, and he mad. And look, I hope they defy these dress codes. If you're smart, HBCU attenders, defy it. Challenge it. Don't let them do this to you, man. Hey, man, it's the time you find yourself. Listen to me. Listen, you're a young man on campus. You ain't her. You're not her daddy, bro. I'm being for real. Listen to me, bro. You ain't her dad. If she want to walk around in an extra short skirt, that's what's up. That's what's up. I ain't got no problem. That's what I'm saying. I ain't got no problem with that. What you talking about, bro? I ain't got no problem. Hey, man, that's a grown woman. But no, man, you think she need to be? Well, why not? Maybe she hot a little bit. I ain't got no problem with that. And I don't like that. I don't like they want to cover the women up almost like a burqa. You know, that's what I'm saying. We play these little games and we talk about the Taliban, but right here in America, especially at this HBCU, they're doing the same shit. They're not doing exactly the same, but they want to put the women in burqas. And they want to put the men in European suits and dress shoes. And then try to pretend that they're trying to help. That's not help. That's not help. That's negative. And it's offensive and it's oppressive. And that's what the people have got to remember. You got to understand the struggle is against imperialism. That's the struggle. You forget to fight. And I've seen these podcasts, you don't know what you're talking about. A lot of these podcasts, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't understand the struggle. You don't understand the struggle. You done lost the game. You lost in the sauce. You done forgot what it means to be. You don't even understand what it is to be black. You don't like black things. You've walked away from your heritage, your history. You've walked away from that, and you still will never be a European man. You can try, though. That's what I'm saying. Now, you could try. You can try. You can sing. Go back to the Fresh Prince. You can, just like what what was his name? You had Will and you had Carlson. You can act like Carlson, you can dress like Carlson, you can sing. It's not unusual to be loved, but you can sing the music on all of that, but and then you still not gonna be no white man. And I think that they need to let black people know that you gotta be black, man. You gotta be proud to be black. You gotta stop fighting this shit, man. Stop fighting it. Stop fighting it. Don't let these universities, don't let these people gas you up. Ain't nothing wrong with being black, man. You got swag. Ain't nothing wrong with swagging your clothes out a little bit. Yeah, you got rules. We don't want you to show no bare midriff. Okay. We don't want your pants hanging off you. Okay. We don't want you, we don't want to see your under. Okay. But that don't mean I can't swag my clothes out. I'll stay within the rules. I'll stay within the rules, but that don't mean, I don't want to wear that. I don't want to wear no European suit. I don't want my old lady. I don't want a burqa. I don't want them walking around in burqas. What's wrong with them wearing a little, she work out, man. She run. She fit, man. What's wrong with her? We finna go have some fun. So she can't dress like that. She can't dress like that. That's what I'm saying. So she can't dress like that. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You finna go, Josie. You want to talk about a Republican shield? I mean, this guy, whoever this person is, you must be a bot or you must be being paid. Black people are dumb enough to vote Democrat. There you go. KKK. You said that 50 times. Here we go. Most of you so ignorant that's how you're going to get my vote. That you still voting for the party by, you know what, get up out of here. Get this guy up out of here. You guys, man, Republican outreach, you guys need to work on your people, man. You need to work on your approach to conservative outreach or Republican or MAGA outreach. Calling people ignorant and accusing them of, that ain't the way to do it. No. Cynthia says good respect needs to come back to society. What does that have to do with blackness? See, once again, you show your hand. You show your hand when you say that. What does respect have to do with blackness? If a person is proud to be black, happy being nappy, how are they being disrespectful? See, that's how I don't get this. And that's what I'm saying. That's what you tie the European up in his BS. And then you say the sexy red and the young boy, they didn't attend college. They don't attend college now. When you say those individuals, if a person in college wants to dress somewhat similar, they can. But like I said, you don't put a dress code. You say, well, we have a limit on skirts. We have a limit on this type of outfit. And then you tell the students, well, we need to be respectful. As simple as that. We need to be respectful, but they can certainly go and get their own clothing. And they have tried to merge ghetto and blackness into one thing. It's two different things. It's two completely different things. If you're a guy from West Virginia and you want to go to college, probably an honor roll student, and you want to wear coveralls because you're from a farm, you want to wear coveralls and boots. Am I to say you shouldn't be allowed to do that? Why not? Why not? You're not bothering me wearing that. Why not? You don't need a dress code because dress codes are historically racist. Okay. Let me get into this. Ever since the enslaved blacks arrived on the shores of the English colony of Virginia in 1619, White legislators at various levels of government have designed laws to explicitly control and suppress Black people. In 1857, in the Dred Scott decision, the Supreme Court decided that Black people were not citizens and did not have the right to sue in federal court. Our bondage continued even after the abolishment of slavery in 1865. Southern states legislated Black codes immediately after the Civil War. Mr. Jim Crow, denying Black people the right to vote, restricting their movement in some places, even some places called sundown towns. Blacks were not even allowed to enter after dark. White-only signs littered the public spaces. It was only illegal in so what for Black people to simply be in a country supposedly built on the unalienable natural rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, but not for Blacks. Racism is the overarching unwritten law of the land. Racism, let me say that again, for the white supremacists who want me to vote for the Republican Party. Racism is the overreaching, racism is the overarching unwritten land of the land, law of the land. Any and every rule can and will be used to control Black people. What did it say? Every rule will be used to control Black people. Those who would have us return to a period of legal segregation don't need to bring back signposts to separate us when they can discriminate in other ways simply on the basis of how we look, how we want to dress, and how we style our hair. Dress codes reinforce white norms. Being a Black person becomes an automatic violation. When you say no coverings of the hair, when you say male students can't put their hairs in afros, they have to have a certain amount of bulk. That's European. All of that is European. And then you get into suspensions. That's the whole point. You start punishing Black people for being Black. Oh, we're going to have to suspend you. Why? Your hair, you got an afro. So, well, we're going to suspend you. You can't wear that. I can't let my hair naturally grows like that. Or your hair is nappy and we're going to have to suspend you for that. You see what I'm saying? When you break this stuff down, you see how simplistic and racist this stuff is. A person's hair has no academic interference in any kind of way, or a person's hairstyle has nothing to do with what that person puts down on that paper. It is absurd to give a damn about a person's hair unless it's interfering. If it's interfering, but a bonnet, who cares? Who cares? She wore a bonnet to class. You don't think that's low class to you? What they got to do with the person being able to graduate? Isn't that what we're talking about? They use the dress code to prevent students from graduating by exerting their authority over and controlling Black people. Black people should not have to change themselves to fit into white norms. The segregation era has evolved. The white supremacist creates dress codes that discriminate against Black people, go against their hair, go against their outfits, their tendencies, their style, their swag. They go after the Black female's curves. They don't like her curvy body. They don't like that. So they force her to dress 2 sizes, 3 sizes too big, which in itself make her look very odd. But because they don't like her shape And they wanted to be more European, thinner, no ass. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You got people being suspended, people being denied graduation. You got people up here talking about Sexy Red and Young Boy. They didn't go to college. And a lot of this is racism. And don't give me this black dean. What she's doing is she's an agent of white supremacy. She can say what she want to say, but she's attacking her own people. When you're a black person and you're pushing dress codes, you're an agent of white supremacy. Don't you realize that? This is and hold up, right here, right here, right here, right here. Where's Tuskegee? Right here. I had that. Where that woman at? She said, Tuskegee announced a new dress code that bans hair bonnets, do-rags, and bedroom slippers. That's ridiculous. They tighten their restrictions on cell phones. See, I would leave. I would transfer. They can have my money. I go somewhere else. Male students are expected to wear business suits and dress shoes appropriate for professional settings. I would transfer. Females are not permitted to wear revealing clothes that show cleavage or skin below the waist. Yeah, I would transfer. The university plans to monitor and suspend students who break the rules. Yep, I would transfer. You don't pay to be policed. You don't. You don't pay, you're paying for this. And that's where black people make a mistake. They don't understand you're paying for that. They're not doing your favor to go to this school. And if you got a scholarship, there are other colleges you can transfer. They don't deserve you in there. Let the people who want to dress up like Europeans, let them stay at this Tuskegee. I'd be afraid to go to Tuskegee anyhow. They got a history, They have a history over there. I wouldn't want it. What's that's in Alabama somewhere? Yeah, black people got to transfer. You got to get away from these racist meccas of white supremacy. I don't give me no HBCU. That's a racist mecca of white supremacy. Tuskegee University. That's white supremacy, brother. Forcing black people to be white. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. There you go. I would get the hell out of there too. There you go. Fashioner for life. Yeah, you got to. You got to respect yourself. You can't let people disrespect you. Also, you can't act like you have to be. You can't walk around here acting like you got to be like the white supremacists. You can't do that. You don't have to be like the white supremacists, man. Love yourself. Malcolm X talked about that. Malcolm X said, when you get rid of that stuff, he said a black man then and the black person would love their nose, their ears, their features that are Afrocentric. He said they will fall in love with their features. And then the white supremacists will understand that the black man doesn't want to be a white man. He's very happy being a black man. But as long as the black man tries to figure in and straighten his hair and wear with that little Justin Timberlake suit and put that little Justin Timberlake hat on, that's when the black man denies what he is. See, that's what I said. I've been around Negroes. I don't like Negroes like that. That little hat, that little hat, that little Justin Timberlake suit. I like black people who are proud of being black people. I ain't like that. I knew a dude like that. He used to dress up like Justin Timberlake. I said, man, what? I just look at dude. What you finna do, man? I'm going to the club. And I didn't know, but you already know he was a Brotherhood Snow. He got him a Brotherhood Snow. I didn't know it first, but I figured it out. And see, the problem is when you say the sexy reds or the rappers, their people are not in college. They're not in college. So what do you mean? I'm tired of the sexy reds and I'm tired of the black people dressing up like a sexy red and NBA. They're not in college. There's nothing wrong. And if you're a black person, you need to do it. Y'all need to unify and get away from Tuskegee and get away from any university that wants to colonize you. That's all that is. That's all they're doing. They're robbing you of your natural black identity to replace it with something else. That's all they're doing. And you're paying them to do that. Your parents, whatever, you're paying tuition for them to teach you to be a white boy or a white woman. You niggas is sick, bro. I've been saying that. I'm the only person that be telling the truth. I've been saying it. Y'all, why would you let someone do that to you? You paying them to teach you to be European. And look, ain't nothing wrong with being European, but if I'm a black person, I don't want to be European. You're European. How come a black person can't be a black person? Why is that a problem? Why does that bother you? That a black person walks around and they're proud to be black. Why does that bother you? Why does that bother you? He has an afro. And why does that bother you so much? Like the stream, bro. So sick of these dudes, bro. You don't like that, do you? They don't like that, bro. There you go. We tell the truth over here, bro. They like an old bojangling Negro, bro. They really like an old bojangling Negro. They like that, bro. They're banning hairstyles, brother. And you could wear a suit. When you say suit, okay, I'll go get me a suit. You might not like the suit I get. I'm going to get the little G-Funk suit. You know, Warren G and all of those guys. Nate Dogg, I'll give me one of those G-Funk suits. It's a suit. I'm not going to wear, I don't want to wear no business. I don't want no business suit. I'm in college. I don't want to wear a business suit. I'll wear a suit though. But you might not like it. There you go. She said she got a nice body. There you go. She right too. I seen that a bunch of times, man. Them women have on them clothes too big for them, and they tell you if they don't, they'll get in trouble. You be like looking at them saying, man, damn, that's your size? No, they make me put this on. And I always thought something was wrong with that. Ain't none of my business, but I've always thought something was wrong with that. I've seen that a couple of times. A bunch of times. I've seen that. No, I'm not. He said, host is a gangster. No, I'm not. I'm a black man. I'm a proud black man. There ain't nothing wrong in college. You trying to find yourself, brother. What about that? You know, go back to what the 90s. Remember Kurt Cobain? Remember Nirvana? Remember the white dudes was cutting their sleeves off? They was wearing the big they was wearing the what do you call that? The warmers. What they call that shit? What do you call the undergarment? The they was wearing the white. Oh man, it escapes me the name of it. They were wearing like a white undergarment, right? What do they call it? Damn. They were wearing like the white undergarment, and then they were putting a sweater over the top, and they were cutting the sleeves off the sweater, and they were putting one of the sleeves on their head, and they were making it like a matching cap, and that was the Nirvana. They were doing that, and I don't know the name of that. No, it's like when you go to bed, it's like that little white. It's not pajamas, but it's like a little white shirt and pants, and yeah, they was just expressing themselves. They were in college and Nirvana, and that's how they were expressing themselves, and nobody bothered them. No, I don't know the name of it. Bed warmer or something. I don't know the name of it. I don't know the name of it. But anyhow, they were cutting the sweater sleeves off and putting it on their head, Nirvana. And no problem. Nobody had a problem with that. Nobody, you see that? Did you see anybody say something? Nobody said anything about that. When the Negro tries to dress his way with his own style, they have a problem with that. They have a problem with that. When the Negroes say, I want to dress a certain kind of way, they got a problem with that. And that's what I'm saying. We got to still deal with that. Thermal underwear. Thank you, sir. Thermal underwear. Kurt was wearing thermal underwear, and then he was putting on top of it a sweater, but he cut the sleeves off the sweater, and he would put the top of the sweater on his head, and then he would make it look like a cap, but it fit. And then somebody manufactured it, and then you could just buy it. But the way he was doing it with the grunge, he was doing it like that. And a whole lot of white guys were doing that. And it wasn't my thing, but I don't have a problem with Nirvana, but I'm just saying it wasn't my thing. But I didn't see nobody have a problem with it. I didn't see, oh man, you can't be wearing that, man. Oh, how dare you wear that? You can't dress like that. Nobody had a problem with it, man. Them guys graduated. Guys were out having fun. But the Negro, only the Negro has a problem. The Negro. His hair, his nose, his ears, his lips. What do you want from the Negro? What do you want from the Negro? You can put a Negro in a suit, that ain't gonna change him. And is that what they're trying to do? They think if they put a suit on the Negro, he gonna become something else. Like a genie in the bottle? You don't get that the HBCUs is trying to take the ghetto out. Man, I doubt how many people go there. I don't know what you mean by ghetto, though. What is ghetto? So ghetto is what you don't like? So if you see something on a black person, that means they're ghetto. So if there's a black person that doesn't fuck with you, he ghetto? Because he don't want to kiss your ring? So if there's a black person on a college campus, he don't fuck with you because he got his own friends and he got his own, he don't fuck with you. He ghetto. He ghetto. And the black people who come up and kiss the ring, they okay. See, that's what I'm saying. That's all of that. You know what that means, though, right? That's not rooted in dress code. That's rooted in white supremacy. That's rooted in control. You saying that you want to control black people. You want to challenge them. They can't dress themselves. They can't get up in the morning, put on what they want to wear, come down and do that, go to their classes because of the way you feel. You don't like that guy with the dreadlocks. You don't like her. She's got a big ass. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It don't make sense. Who you think runs HBCUs? Huh? He said, you say white supremacy's on. You damn right it's on HBCUs. Man, y'all got to wake up, bro. Who you think run BET? White supremacy runs all of that, brother. And that's how I fight. Our fight is against white supremacy. And wherever it shows up, we have to fight against it. The point is this: you think it's about dress code because you're stupid. It's deeper than that. It's way deeper than that. It's you got to go under. You got to, when you have conversations with people, some people are surface dwellers. This conversation, this dress code debate, you got to go a little deep. You got to go under the surface to understand exactly the ramifications of this, because this is about imperialism. This is about control. This is about suppression. This is about, okay, we're going to keep these Negroes in the pocket. We don't like the fact that these Negroes go to college and they explore and they find themselves and they get into things. We don't like that. They got a little bit more style and we don't like that. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with being a black person. And see, they don't want you to say that. And just because you black don't mean you ghetto. You don't like that, do you? You don't like that, do you? Hold up. It says, hold up. It says, bro, these kids supposed to be learning how to come to the workforce, going to class looking like hood rats. You see what I'm saying? Why would you say they're hood rats? But go ahead, we're gonna go with that. Looking like hood rats is not cool. Have some fucking respect for yourself. Yourself. Why'd you write it like that? Why'd you? Well, it don't matter. I agree with you. You still have to wear, but you also don't have to dress in Eurocentric suits. You don't have to dress in Eurocentric outfits. Why do you have to dress like that? Why? When you say GQ magazine, right? Why do they have to dress like the front cover of a GQ magazine? Got no problem with GQ. It's okay. It's all right. That's more of your model book. It's a model. It's not supposed to be, but it's a bunch of models. When you look at GQ, you're looking at a bunch of models, male models, female models too. But I'm saying GQ, it's like it's the male version of Cosmopolitan. But those are Eurocentric magazines. See, when you see this stuff, you still got to have a fundamental understanding of what it is. It's still a Eurocentric magazine. You can like it, you can follow it, but you got to understand the difference. You also got to understand when you're being taught inferiority. When you say imperialism, that's what that is. That's what that is. Imperialize, colonize, suppress, take over, dominate. So as a black person, you have to be on ready for that. You don't let people do that to you. You don't let them do it to your children. You're paying tuition to go to Tuskegee. You can say, hey, look, my kid likes his afro. My kid likes his dashiki. I bought him that for his birthday. He has a dashiki. Well, I don't want my kid to wear a suit. I want him to wear a dashiki. Let me show you this. My kid traces his roots back to this place, and during this time, they wore these types of outfit. And I want my child to wear that. And I don't want my kid to be Eurocentric. You see what I'm saying? You see how short-sighted that was? You see how disrespectful that was and short-sighted? It was stupid. And they shouldn't have done it. Tuskegee should be fucking closed down. This is a big deal, man. And I don't understand why people, sometimes, bro, let me see if I can find that woman. I think this was the dean. And sometimes you got to retire. Sometimes you got to retire. It says no. Oh, it's okay. Retired General Dr. Mark. This is a little bit overkill too, man. This is missing your mark. You need to let people express themselves. You need to let people find themselves. This is college. This is a time for learning. All of the people with the lectures and all of that, get up out of here with that. Get up out of here with that. Nobody wants to hear your lecture. And yeah, it's if you stupid, of course you're gonna say ain't nothing wrong with the dress code because you're stupid. You don't understand the depth of it and the offense of it. Oh, I can't find it, man. Some man, I saw it yesterday. I can't find it. And people, it's about control. It's always been about control. It's about nothing but control. It's always been about control. Controlling the Negro. So now they've jumped out there with a new dress code. Now the guys, you know how hot it is, man? In Alabama, now you got to go to class in a suit. So that means you got to go get you a couple of suits. That's crazy, bro. No, I'm just saying when you think about it, it's hot there and you got to go to class in a suit and dress shoes. Not everybody, even if you go work for Google, go a lot of those companies like Google and Apple, you don't have to wear no suit. Those are high paying jobs. Oh, what are you talking about, man? Apple? Bro, you're making a couple of 100,000 a year. They don't want you wearing a suit. They want you to free. You're not a fool, though, right? They don't expect you to come in there inappropriate. They expect you to come in there and dress. You dress appropriately. You do your job. You don't have to wear no suit. You don't have to wear a suit. Like the stream, man. Support the platform. Hit the Cash App. Hit the Super Chat. There we go. Got the join link posted, man. We'll take your thoughts. What you have to understand, brother, is deeper than that. And it's also they're doing it to a black school. You don't do that. You don't do that. Talking about make the HBCUs like a Catholic school where you have to wear a uniform. I can see them doing it. I can see them trying to do it. They shouldn't do it. I can see them trying to do it. I can see them trying to do it. I can see them trying to do it, but it's going to be a mistake for them to do it. What's up with you, Joey? The white supremacy. See, this is about Eurocentric centrism. That's it. Eurocentrism. Eurocentric. This is where you establish a dominant culture. That's where you get into our beauty standards, Eurocentric beauty standards. That's where you're getting into your GQ. That's when you're getting into your GQ magazine. That's when you're getting into your Cosmopolitan. That's when you're getting into socially orchestrating a society. That's when you get into your teaching inferiority, the old black doll versus the white doll, where the black kid did not want the black doll because the black kid had been brainwashed. It had been brainwashed to not find good things in black things. Oh, just growing up, being a child, growing up, being a child, learning, watching cartoons. Through that period of time, they could comprehend the Bugs Bunnies and all of that. When they did this test, these kids were all, I think, in the first grade. All the black kids refused to play with, did not like the black doll. Even though there was only difference was the color of the doll. The white doll, the black kids wanted that white doll. They said it was pretty. It was hold up, brother. I don't know what's going on. You got a lot of sound on you. They said the white doll was pretty. The white doll was nice. And then they said, what do you think about the black doll? It's ugly. It's the same doll. It's ugly and it's mean. Brainwashing, brother. Oh, let me see. Hello?
Yes.
What's up with you, man?
Nothing much. I just really wanted to call about this Tuskegee problem people are having when it comes to dress codes. I'm all for favoritism towards the dress code because we have a hard time showing black excellence when most people who come out there wears anything that they want, and we're not really able to show off black excellence if your presentation is just like absolutely terrible.
Okay. Well, so what's wrong with a dashiki, blue jeans, Jordans, and
First of all,
you know,
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you act like the Tuskegee University is just going after just like regular dress attire. They're going after pajama attire and bathroom attire, which is won't be contributed should it won't contribute towards your presentation of black excellence.
Okay, so I get it. Well, that's the fad for the last 2 or 3 years. Pajamas has been the fad. But okay, no pajama stuff. All right, but what's wrong? Why do black people have to be European? Help me with that one.
What? There's nothing European about jean attire or suit attire. First of all, most
You can't wear
people
you gotta
around.
wear a suit. You have to wear a suit.
First of all, suit attire is the primary business attire for like any sort of high advancement careers. For the most part, you have to dress in business attire when you go to interviews. You have to dress in business attire when you go to meetings. You have to dress in business attire for like any televised event, especially major ones.
Okay, but why? Okay, so a suit, right? Or
Yes.
who defines who makes that determination what's a appropriate suit?
Well, that's really well. It's mostly just like the standard suits, just like black, navy, and sometimes khaki. Well, I wouldn't say khaki because Obama got flack for wearing tan suits that one time, so I'm not really too sure about the tan suit.
What I mean is I can go buy a suit right now. You may not find it the appropriate color, and you might not find it the way it's cut and the way it fits me. You may say it's not business, but it's a suit.
Okay, now you get into size and appreciation, which is not really the best way to put it right now, because most people when they buy suits or any clothes, they usually try to get it to like just close to comfort fit and appropriate fit as they can, not really trying to do like skinny jeans or like extremely
Mhm.
loose fitted.
No. Okay. They want a business suit. European, that's European. I'm a black man. I want to find myself in college. I want to go through a lot of stuff. Uh as
You
far as trying to
first,
become a white man, I don't want to try to do that. So I'll buy my
okay,
suit. You hold up, you want
that's
a
kind of
collared shirt? You want a collared shirt, a tie, and a suit. I'm gonna go to Dapper Dance and get my suit. Okay, so is that okay? It's a suit, right? How come I can't wear my suit from Dapper Dance?
no
That's what
one's
you make.
complaining
That's what you
about.
don't.
That's no
No,
one's
that's
complaining about suits, but the way you try to say express yourself is
uh-huh.
hugely disproportionate. Most people who try to express themselves is like the most ridiculous method. Either they try to express themselves sexually or they try to express themselves through clothes. That's not really genuine expression. Expression, when it comes to expression, you have to realize who I am, what activities that I like to do, what activities that I don't like to do, what
Okay.
do I like to worship, what don't I like to worship. Those are methods
Okay.
that we use to express ourselves. Those should be the primary ways that we express ourselves
Okay.
through
I got no
activities
problem
and
with that.
participation in other people's culture.
I have no problem. I agree with you on that, but the way you dress is an expression too.
Yes, but the way that most people, black people, are trying to express themselves through those clothing are hugely detrimental to us at this point. Where it was detrimental to the point where nobody can separate hood culture and ghetto culture from black culture, and also people who cannot separate African culture from black culture.
What percentage would you say um, ghetto uh, attend HBCUs on average? Ghetto people.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say. I had to assume like I most likely try to assume like 25%, maybe like 20%. So like one in five.
Wow. You think 25% of Tuskegee, Morehouse is full of ghetto people?
Yeah, kind of like one in fourth, because it's kind of hard to separate hood culture from black culture, especially the way that not only social media, music media, and other forms of media constantly correlate the two. So it might be more, it might be less. You never know based on the attire.
But is it okay? But by you saying that, right, isn't that racist? Because you just saying you looking at a group of people and you saying 25% of those people ghetto. You don't know. Them people that on a university, why you think they ghetto?
What are you, what are you talking about?
They in
It's
school,
basic
they
stuff.
registered, they going to classes. Why you think they ghetto?
Anybody can be ghetto and still register for classes. That's not a delineating of intelligence.
What you saying? One of four. You saying one out of four on an average HBCU is ghetto. That's racist, brother.
That's not racist. If they still fit into the stereotypical hood culture that you see on like on every walk of the neighborhood.
I'm gonna
You
say this.
you don't know what exclusive
What,
black neighborhood
how
look
many
like.
how many women do you think are in college at more at Spelman, right? Let me see. Yeah, Spelman is all female at Spelman that are ghetto. And when I say ghetto, like a sexy red,
Ah, crap.
half naked, promiscuous, twerking constantly.
I wouldn't say half naked, but probably like uh, I would. I think they're better at hiding their ghetto tendency. So it'd just be like I say a third.
Mm. I sort of wish you was. I wish you was the truth, man. The women over there, they're not like that over there. Nah, that's a different group of women, man. They're not. They're not trying. They can do what they want with their man in their dorm or wherever they do it. But no, just say that they're
It's not
30%.
about what they're doing in their dorm
You
room.
say
It's more
30%.
likely what they're doing outside the dorm room,
You say 30%.
which usually leads to ghetto
What
activities.
you're saying is 30% of the students are ghetto, and that's ridiculous. That's just not true. That's absurd.
Okay, so what definition do you consider ghetto then?
Man, I think you're the one who, yeah, not me, you. I think you look at ghetto as just if somebody's black.
No, you have to look. You have to look at the attire. You have to look at the amount of tattoos they may or may not hold. You might have to look at the amount of on body, all body expression that they do to themselves. You might have to look. You have to look at the
Tattoos.
way they express. You have to look at the way they speak. You have to look at the music they
Hold up,
listen
hold up,
to.
hold up, hold up. So okay, so if I got tattoos and I don't speak proper English and I listen to hip hop, I'm ghetto.
It depends on what hip hop you listen to. If you listen to Sexy Red, I'm going to automatically assume you're ghetto. If you're someone who listens to
There you go. No,
Were you about to say something?
I said, there you go. I'm just saying, I can't, I mean, you can think what you want to think, bro. I think that, and I think black people need to hear this because you need to see how easy it is to be perceived to be quote unquote ghetto because of the way you speak, because of the music you listen to. You ghetto. The fuck does that make me ghetto? I don't even get that, bro. And I understand the ghetto, brother. I understand the ghetto. You don't really know the ghetto. I know what you think it is. It ain't what you think it is. And they ain't on no damn college campus. I can tell you that right now. You got a lot of middle class people can't finish college. Ghetto.
Do you assume ghetto equals income or just like low intelligence? Because that's not how I see it.
That might, I don't know nothing about intelligence. You brought up what you listen to and how you talk. And I think you said something was how you dress. Did you say dress?
Yes.
You said something, yeah. You said them three things, and I think I think that's dangerous that you would say that about somebody.
It's not really dangerous because
how does it make them ghetto? When you say the behavior, see on one side of the fence, and I know you're gonna, and I probably should have said it.
Let me explain. Okay, let me try to explain
this. No, hold on, because I done sort of rescued you, but I would think you would say behavior. So what I'm saying is, just because somebody's listening to Tupac, and they got on some,
no. Tupac is hip hop.
If I see a guy,
you can't do that. Tupac is hip hop. It'd be something like Yo Guy in like early 2000 T.I. that is gangs that is right.
Still consider it as ghetto.
So if I see a guy listening to Yo Gotti with pajamas on and he speaks a muttered English, he's ghetto.
Yes.
Even though he could be the valedictorian for the fucking school.
Yeah, there you go. You're trying to confuse ghetto with you try to make ghetto and intelligence the same thing, which it's not.
So ghetto, you just perceive it as the appearance.
I perceive ghetto as part of a culture issue, not necessarily part of an intelligent issue.
I feel you, but you can conceive that into the appearance too.
What? I'm not.
You can say like because he wearing his pants sag or his hair, he got braids, or like you said, tattoos and stuff. You consider him as being a ghetto individual, right?
Yes.
Okay. So how would you look at a white man with a bunch of tattoos and he has hair braided? He's ghetto too.
Not necessarily like it's black ghetto, but more of like white trash.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, what you're saying is very.
You gotta understand. Everybody in every culture has a ghetto. It's just said in different things.
Malik, wait a minute. Okay, a white guy who rides a bike, a chopper, right? Who dresses in biker's attire, a Hell's Angel type stuff, right? Who's fully functional on the university, fully functional, but he looks a certain kind of way. I don't perceive him to be nothing other than that's a white biker, but I don't know. He's passing all his classes. So what I'm saying is, you're saying this prejudiced look. You can't look at people like that. You don't
have to look at people like that. You have to.
Notion.
It's like that in like every aspect of life. You do presentation first before you try to get into the inner doors.
Oh, you should be prejudiced.
Yeah, that's basically.
It's not prejudice. It's more like most people usually feel in the stereotype.
Prejudice prejudge. You should be prejudiced. So, like you just said, I should look at a guy who's got a bike with long hair and got on the biker attire, white guy, and he's got a beard, and I should just judge him off of that. I ain't talked to him. He's probably got better grades than I do, but I'm supposed to just haul out judgment. You're saying it's okay to be prejudiced. That's what you, and now you're going to try to say, no. But that's what you're saying, man. Go ahead, Truth.
Well, I was going to say, he mixing up all kind of. Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's been a while, but I've been listening. He mixing up all kind of stuff, right? If you dress urban, kids dress urban in every single country. No. So that means they all ghetto?
Sagging is not urban. Sagging is
ghetto.
It is.
It is. That's urban. Take it from
No, it's not. That's ghetto.
Take it from somebody who was there when it started. Because you don't know no better.
Wait, what? Wait, were you there when stacking started?
Yeah, hold on. Don't worry. True. That's not insult. But go ahead.
I'm not insulting. He's just saying something he doesn't know. That is urban. That's where it came from.
I thought it came from prison style.
That's exactly where it came from.
Hold on. Hey, Truth, can I
Prison
help you out?
style's not urban.
Hey, good brother, let me help. Hey, Truth. Didn't they have that same notion with the NBA with the dress code when they said that the guys were dressing urban with Allen Iverson and all the rest of these guys?
Oh, it was before Allen. Also, Michael Jordan.
It was, yeah, because they wore baggy pants, and these guys said, "No, you can't."
Baggy pants is urban. Saggy pants is ghetto. There's a difference between those.
Oh, okay, so one is below the butt, one over the butt. All right, whatever you want to play that type.
So you know the one urban, you know the one below the butt started in the 90s too, right?
Yeah, yes, because
I think we
so
all
what I'm saying
they went to prison, but then they brought it back out, and then no people can't.
Hold on. Make your point, Truth. My fault, bro.
Yeah, let me get.
Yeah, but hold up, Truth, on this. I think we all agree that that the sagging. I don't think anybody's disputing that could be considered, offensive in a sense. You showing your
very true. Very true. Yes.
I don't think I agree with that. So I'm at no point did I say you should be walking around here.
No.
Sagging with your pajama, your underwear showing.
But my whole point was that does not mean you're ghetto, right? So that's the whole reason why I brought that out. That's an urban look. Kids do it till this day, right? That doesn't mean you're ghetto. Ghetto, first of all, you don't dress nice and be ghetto. You can't get some new urban wear and then say, yo, he's ghetto. Ghetto means you don't have nothing. You look like a bum is what we called it back in the day. You bummy. Mm-hmm. That's ghetto. You looking bummy. You don't got yourself together. You don't got no haircut. You don't look like you can hold your style. Right? That's ghetto. But y'all got it twisted now where urban is ghetto. Because you don't know the difference. Now, with the kids,
would you consider
I agree that the kids should dress appropriately in college, right? Now, according to the dress code rules, it doesn't say that they got to walk around in suits. They do need to wear them to appropriate events, which makes sense, right? And they shouldn't be wearing pajamas because pajamas is for the bedroom. They shouldn't be wearing do-rags and bonnets because that's for when you sleep or take a shower. Makes sense. There's a whole plethora of clothing that they can wear during the day for whatever meets their style desires that they can have. And what we called back in the day, how they dress with the bonnets, that's called dressing bummy. You wouldn't walk out your house looking like a bum.
Yeah, they would consider it as ghetto.
Yeah. Hold up, Truth. It says, according to Dr. Brown, male students are expected to wear business suits and dress shoes appropriate for professional settings. It does not say under certain events. It says when you come there, because they said when you come there, you need to be in a business suit. It said when you come to Tuskegee to go through your paperwork and get in and get enrolled, you need to be in a business suit with dress shoes.
No, go to the school's website and look at the dress code. That's not what it says.
I'm looking at it right here.
Professional setting that don't include in the classroom, right?
Right. That's not a professional. No, go into class, go into the library, go in to get something to eat, visiting your teacher. That's not a professional setting.
I'm trying to understand.
That's my point. No, you're saying, hold up, wait, whoa, hold up. You said going to get something to eat, that ain't a professional setting?
No.
Well, right here it says they don't want none of that stuff in the cafeteria. None of that stuff in the classrooms.
Right. They want regular dresses and the casual dress is what's in.
No, you're wearing a suit to the
Where do you see that? Where did you get that from?
Wearing a suit to lunch is crazy, bro.
They don't believe them because they don't say that. I went to the website and looked up the dress code.
Okay, what are you going to wear to the cafeteria?
They have jeans, sneakers, shirt.
Or active.
It doesn't say
right?
that.
You can't wear active clothes.
It says right here what the men are expected to wear, and then it says the women are not. It says right here the women, no hair bonnets, no lingerie attire, bedroom slippers.
Okay.
do-rags,
Okay, so
bandanas. That's what it says. And
Right.
it says,
So what does it say? Business suits everywhere you go. I
says
didn't
it
hear
right
that.
here.
No,
Where?
but play. I
A
don't
new
think they
dress
mean.
code.
you just listed out a bunch of things that they banned. You ain't listed out things that are saying that are appropriate attire.
Yeah, they could probably wear active.
No,
clothes,
they
Black.
didn't. I'm saying I'm looking at the release date. I guess you gotta go there to find out they break it down. But basically the impression I get is they want you in a suit. And they saying they want you in a suit in the cafeteria. No, I get it. I get what they're trying to do. It's like at a job. You gotta have on a suit, at a job.
Do you want me?
But you can't.
I have it up. Do you want me to read it? I can read it out loud.
Go ahead.
Please read it.
Because you can't wear a suit to lunch. Like, damn, bro, you can wear some active clothes, some shorts. You know what I'm saying, Platt? You can't wear a business suit.
No, it says
No,
they
you
should.
do.
They said you're supposed to arrive on campus with a suit and a pair of dress shoes for professional meetings, career fairs, and formal campus events. That's all it said.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. So I don't know why we talk about they gotta walk around in suits all day.
Wait a minute. Wait. They restricted a lot of stuff. So the stuff that you said wear to the cafeteria, you still can't. You're gonna have to dress a certain kind of way to go to the cafeteria. And nowhere on there do they say it's okay to wear do-rags. They're saying they banned all of that, period.
Where they
bonnets. They say you can wear a bonnet to the cafeteria. Can't wear bathroom slippers to a cafeteria. You can't wear the little fuzzy, the women put on little fuzzy pink slippers and the pajamas to go get something to eat. They're saying they don't want them to do that.
But Platt, it's other attires that people can wear, like you just said, casual or active attire.
They don't say nothing like that.
No, but it's other things that you can wear besides
There's
just
nothing saying where they write out what other than
things.
They're leaving it open.
List off a bunch of ban lists. That doesn't mean they're going to continue to list
they're leaving it open.
Well, it's still wrong.
They just don't want pajamas.
They're still wrong to want you to come there in a suit and shoes. You're paying to be there.
They didn't say that.
You just said they got to come in a business suit and shoes. That's what you just said. When they come on campus,
they have to bring it to wear for specific events, and they named the event.
How are you gonna know if they bought? Now you got to wear it. They
said for specific.
I know what you got in your.
They gave you.
That's why they're telling you what you have to make sure you bring to campus.
A truth. If I'm not mistaken, what you just read, it said that they got to show up in business attire too. Right?
Yeah.
No, it didn't. It said you have to bring shoes and a suit.
All right, bro. No. You got to wear a suit to come to the campus.
And I
that's orientation.
Hold up. And they got all types of restrictions.
Professional for orientations.
Hold up. You can't wear the pajamas. You can't wear the slippers. You can't. There are all types of restrictions on what you can wear about the campus. Anybody been to college knows all of those formal things. If you ever been to a college where you got to wear a uniform, you got to go everywhere with the uniform on.
Yeah.
So you got to run across campus. You got to put on your uniform.
That's how my kids.
You don't get to walk around the campus out of uniform.
It's not a uniform.
As long as you.
The suits are not the uniform.
It's not a uniform. I just dropped it in the chat.
They don't say what you can wear.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
They do.
Where?
In their dress code. You didn't read the dress code. You just talking.
All right, bro.
No, this is what I'm trying to understand.
I posted what I just read.
Goodbye.
No, this is what I'm trying to understand.
It's right there on the website.
To the dress code?
Hold up. It's right there on the website. They want you in a suit. All of the stuff about going to the lunchroom in pajama pants and slippers, they ban that.
I get that.
All of the stuff that you would go to the gym.
Yeah, we did that they banned that.
Wait a minute. They banned all that. Hold up. Go to the gym. They banned that. You can't go to the gym like that. You got to go to the gym. You
go to the gym in slippers and flip flops.
You can go to the gym in pajamas and slippers.
Oh, right. I'm gonna go play basketball in my slippers and watch me hit that.
But that's what I was saying.
Basketball.
You can wear active.
No. What I was thinking about the weight lift part. You could go to
the
gym.
Clothes.
You could go to the gym and pump weights in pajamas and slippers. Yes, you can.
I'm not doing that.
Well, you don't.
You try to get me to get all sweaty in my pajamas,
My
the sleepwear I
don't say
sleep
that.
in.
And it's called you go wash them after. At the end of the day, all of the restrictions are on stuff that casual wear, stuff that especially black casual wear, stuff that black people normally would wear, some sweats, a t-shirt. They banned all that.
So Platt,
They
I'm
did
trying to
not
understand
ban
what you're
sweats and
saying.
t-shirts.
Hold on, real quick,
Yes,
boss.
they
Hold on.
did. You can't wear that.
No, they didn't.
I'm trying to understand this, Platt. What you're saying is that that's their whole attire. They got to wear suits or dress slacks and the button up and the tie. They got to wear that all the time. They can't wear no other attire, but that's what they got to wear.
I don't see nothing different.
Okay,
And
that's
also
what you're saying. Okay,
hold up. I also see Tuskegee saying, right, you got to do it. And I see people who are paying money to go to that school, and they're telling them what they can and can't do. And you don't do that. There ain't no specialty school. You got to pay to get in that school, man. My kid,
in every school.
wait a minute. I don't want my kid trying to be some fucking European. Why do you guys hold up, man? Why do you guys have a problem with that?
Bonnets came from Europeans, right?
Well, I don't know anything
What
about
does bonnets have to do with now?
Okay.
I'm talking about I don't want my kid trying to be European. What's
I
wrong
get
with
you,
that?
but how do you want them to dress?
Suits are European. Plus, most cultures around the
I
world,
will-
when you go to
okay.
formal meetings, they are in suits.
so Platt, you cool with them getting dressed up?
Hold up. Dapper Dan sells suits though.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, but those are European suits, according to you.
European fitted.
No, I didn't. I didn't say that.
So how are the suits? How are the suits they telling you to?
Wait, hold up. I don't know. I've been to Dapper Dan's once, but
Yeah.
I wasn't the impression he sold a lot of European suits. He probably does, but I like some of the suits he made, some of the styles. He has his own little style. And
Okay.
I'm saying, okay, I wear a suit, but I want to get it from Dapper Dan's. Okay, so you say we got to have on suits? Okay, I got on a suit. Oh, we don't like that suit. What do you mean you don't like it? It's got to be a business suit. Okay, wait. That's when we get into the Eurocentric stuff. That's what I'm saying. I get the point, man. I get it.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, I didn't understand. How is Dapper Dan
to be clean? They want you to be clean. They want you to be presentable. But you got to understand with colonization and racism and oppression, you have to be careful with that, because what you're doing now is interfering with me as a black person. You're telling me you don't want me to have black expression. You're telling me that I got to look at what you call a suit. I'll get a tie.
Do-rags and bonnets are not expressions.
I'll get a tie. I'll get a jacket. I'll get pants. I'll get dress shoes. But my suit is not going to look like your suit. And that's what I said. I'll get my suit at Dapper Dan's.
Okay, what's the difference? I've seen Dapper Dan suits.
My dress shoes will be multicolored.
Okay.
What Platt? Platt, see,
so Platt, you rolled it with me because you know what? I got a taste for different color schemes in dress shoes, so I can roll with you on this. So I'm just trying to understand. I'm just trying to understand because I've been to Dapper Dan's store. I see what's in there, and there are classic styles that he does. I'm just trying to understand where in the school's description of dress code that said Dapper Dan suit won't work.
It said business suits.
Okay, Dapper Dan make business suit.
Well, okay. That ain't probably what. If you want to call it that, I'm gonna tell him.
A little twist, yeah.
I'm gonna tell him to write it on the
receipt. I don't know about all that multicolors on your shoe stuff. You're gonna come out looking like
I mean, it's business shoes.
You're gonna be in a business suit, but you're gonna be in the Mr. Yee suit.
Well, hold on. I got loafers that got sage brown and khaki color on it. So I got loafers with multicolors. So I'm saying.
But your multicolors usually like 2-tone, maybe even 3-tone multicolor. The way he's talking about, he's gonna have like 6 or 8 multicolors.
But Platt, you saying because you can't wear a suit the way that you want to, you feel like Tuskegee is anti-black? They not letting you express yourself as a black man?
Hold on. That's the question. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm just trying to understand.
Hold up. A lot of those HBCUs are very anti-black.
I can agree with you on that. I can agree with you on that. But I don't think the suit is the anti-black part, because they're training people to go into the workforce that wear suits. So is their dress code the problem, or is the workforce dress code the real problem?
No, but when you say a Google, a lot of these Apple, a lot of these big companies, they don't want you to. Who's the guy? Was it Elon? It's some
Elon
guy.
Musk?
Some guy. He never wears a suit. He never wears a suit.
Well, he's the owner of the company, though. So I mean, he can wear what he wants.
Mark Cuban, he doesn't wear suits.
He wears suits in his business meeting.
Mark Cuban don't wear suits.
Mark Cuban wears business suits.
Yeah. Shark Tank, he wore suits.
Yeah, he wears business suits.
Well, okay. Well, I'm just saying. I think I saw him at the game.
He wear regular clothes.
He's
he
the
wear
owner.
He wears regular clothes.
He'll wear a jersey. He's an owner. He'll wear a jersey and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. He don't necessarily dress up at those when he owned the Mavericks at those games. So what I'm saying is that a lot of these CEOs and a lot of these wealthy men, they don't wear suits.
Almost all of them wear suits.
Yeah,
no, a lot of them don't wear suits. Who's the senator? Who's the senator? The white guy? Because they don't know if he's a Democrat or a Republican. He never wears a suit.
Which guy's that?
Wait, what you got talking about?
The tall guy, the tall white guy. I don't know his name. I saw it the other day.
But they criticize him for not doing that.
He had on sweatpants, and he goes onto the floor in sweatpants and a.
But they be criticizing. But they be criticizing him for not wearing a suit because they want him to be dressed the part. So
Fetterman.
Okay.
Yeah, like they want him to dress the part too. They want him to put on a suit.
Yeah, but he's not doing it.
When he goes to the State of the Union, he dressed in a suit.
Nobody calls him a name for that.
What do you mean? They say they talk about him. They criticize him.
This guy was calling black people ghetto.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what's up with that. That ain't
but
cool.
he called him ghetto by the aesthetic. He ain't even go by the characteristic of if they acting belligerent, acting ghetto. He just said if you look this part, but he got a different. What's your name, Malik? This is name Malik. Your name Malik. So just imagine somebody will say you got a ghetto name. Like, come on, bro. You can't just Arabic.
You what?
He said it's Arabic, which it is. It is.
Yeah, but here in the United States, most Maliks don't look Arabic.
Yeah. They'll hear that name and say, "Oh, this is probably a ghetto nigga. Let me move on." How would you feel, Malik? Like, damn, bro, this man's educated, he well groomed, but we just gonna judge by his name and say he's ghetto? You see how that play? Both sides, bro.
No, you don't play by regular sound names like Malik. It'd be something like ridiculous, like Ty Quavius.
Yeah, I knew you had to say Ty Quavius, or I knew you was gonna say it. I knew it.
I mean, I can say worse. I got Sasquatch on standby.
Ain't too many white men named Malik.
It could be named Malik.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of white Islamic brothers named Malik.
Yeah, Malik Shabazz.
Where that's at, Platt?
Huh?
Where a white man named Malik Shabazz at?
He's living in Harlem.
Malcolm X's name, man.
Yeah, a black man. Where is a white man named that? They gonna look at that resume like, oh yeah, it's
white. No, it's white people. It's white people.
Malachi might be the closest.
I met 1,000 white people.
They do it when they convert to Islam, mostly.
Well, not even Islam. I've met 1,000 white guys with like Tyrone, all types of names that you would think associated with
black.
Yeah.
I met a Kashan, a white dude named Kashan. It was K-A Sean, S-E-A-N, Kashan. Mm-hmm. And he was like white. He didn't come from no hood or nothing like that. He was like I think he was from in the middle somewhere, Alabama, somewhere around there. But
what was your preconceived notion when you heard that though?
First of all, I didn't see him when I heard it. I thought he was black.
Exactly, my point. So,
but when I met him, he had a country accent, and when I met him, I was like, oh, and he was tall. He was like 6'4". It was crazy. I was just like, so you grew up in the hood? He's like, no. I didn't really hang around too many black people when I was young. I was like, oh wow, okay.
Malik, you see a black man with a Nike tracksuit on, right? Some sneakers. Yeah. Would you consider him with a ghetto attire on?
No, because everybody can wear Nikes.
Okay, it's okay. Everybody can wear baggy pants. Have
Yeah,
tattoos. White men. I work around a bunch of white men who got tatted up, head to toe. And
Yeah, but
they
when
not
you,
considered as
if,
ghetto.
I mean, y'all consider. I mean, rednecks are usually considered ghetto compared to just like how we perceive ghetto.
I go by actions
yeah.
more than visual. Me personally,
Tattoos
brother.
can't be considered ghetto
You said tattoos can be considered. It can be if you want to.
because they have a lot of tattoos that some people that ghetto wouldn't let you have. But like, even
There,
ghetto situation. Like prime example, white people won't let you have clothes like that because that's situated with gang activities.
hold up. There ain't a lot of ghetto people on college campuses because you got to get into the school, and then you got to pass the classes, and then you got to come back. It's hard to be ghetto. Forget all of this, what you wear, just the rules and the other people. It's going to be hard to be ghetto and finish college.
But
Not
why can't we
necessarily.
abide by a standard? Why can't we have a standard?
He finished college.
What you say?
So why can't we have a standard?
Hey, have any of y'all been to any of these predominantly white colleges? I've been to Penn State where my nephew at, right? Don't white kids wear nothing but sleek
all day.
clothes?
My cousin went to Penn State. Yeah.
They be looking crazy. The biggest of the hoodies, the baggiest of the sweatpants, but I get what you're saying, Malik, but come on, bro. We can't just do that. You can't just. I don't like to do the whataboutism. I don't like to do that either, bro.
That's not how that works. Baggy clothes do not equal ghetto.
Okay.
No.
Hold on, but you said it did.
No, I said saggy clothes equal ghetto.
Saggy
baggy.
clothes.
What are you talking about? Saggy clothes? You know, there was a time when like crisscross was out. Everybody wore clothes that were bigger than their size. Giant t-shirts.
No.
Pants.
They weren't clothes bigger than their size. Guess what? Those pants were still up by the hip.
And they doing it now. Truth, they bringing back the baggy.
Yeah, they bringing it back now. Yeah, I seen it.
But my thing is, what I'm trying to ask Malik is, do we look at them like they ghetto because they wearing baggy, not saggy, baggy pants? You see this kid with some or the gothic kids with the big baggy pants. Like,
when are we gonna have a standard?
That is the standard.
Who is we?
Okay.
Who is we?
When I say we as a society, that our standard is that you're gonna go to school looking like this. You're gonna go to school presentable. You're gonna go to school.
Who sets it though? Who sets the standard? Like when you say business suit.
So I say it sets the standard. Who sets the standard?
No. When you say a business suit, right?
I didn't say business suit. I said standard.
I'm just throwing it out there saying we want the people in a business suit. When you say a business suit, right? Right? You follow?
I'm listening.
Okay. When you say business suit, a business suit for me is probably not going to be the business suit that you like. You see what I'm saying? Well, even though it'll be listed as, I can get the person who sells it to me to write on the receipt, business suit.
Well, no, so they don't work like that, Platt. So there are business suits, casual suits, party suits, just like dresses.
Yes.
So if you're saying business suit,
truth. What was
he wear a tuxedo?
Tuxedo? Yeah.
What were the suit types during the G-Funk era? What was those called?
Those are I forgot the name of them.
With the shoulder pads, Platt?
Yeah, with the pads, with the bright colors, those were not for professional events. Those were for party events, shows.
No.
And hold on,
exhibitions. That's unacceptable. It's a suit.
I don't know. There are different suits for different occasions.
According to who though, Truth? Who makes the determination?
The people who make.
I get what you're saying, Platt. I get what you're saying.
So wait a minute. If the school said that,
hear me out. Hold on, before you go into the school, hear me out. There are, and I'm talking about suits. The people that make suits. There are different suit styles for different events. There are wedding suits. There are formal suits. There are dinner suits. There are casual suits. There's winter suits. There's a whole line. There's what they call casual chic suits.
Are those people European?
Right,
No.
Who makes the suits?
Everybody makes them everywhere in every country. Japan makes suits.
Who's talking about
China makes suits.
I'm talking about right here in America.
America makes America's been making suits for centuries.
America.
We have plenty of black businesses that make suits.
When you say a business suit in America, you're talking about Eurocentric style.
No, you're talking about a certain format of clothing.
Platt, you know what the difference is?
Eurocentric.
No, you're talking about a
European
no.
fitted. Like that's what
it's not European.
Brother. I don't know if you like to argue with people or what. American suits, on average, are Eurocentric, European designed. Show me where they're not wearing that.
Unless you want the big ass suits.
This is America. They're wearing that overseas.
Suits come from Europe.
Okay, well then, so a suit itself. So that's my point.
But there are different styling. There's different styles of suits.
Okay. Right. So to say, if I tell you truth, your kid has got to wear a suit, a business suit.
A business suit is a certain kind of suit. Yes.
Okay. And then you say to me, I don't want my kid to be Eurocentric.
Correct.
It's a time for him to find himself. I say he might wind up like that, but well, no, he's got to wear a suit. Then you say, well, can I go find a suit?
Yes.
I know this African designer. I know he's a friend of mine. He makes suits.
There are African designers that make suits. Yes.
Okay. So can I go and get a suit from him?
Yes.
Well, as long as it's a European business.
No, you have to understand there are different types of suits. You cannot say, hey.
You're talking to me about that. They're the ones saying what you got to wear. They're not going to accept.
What you talking about? We just went over this.
They are not going to accept a suit made by a designer that does not
Who said that?
Suit.
When did they say
true.
that?
Oh, come on. All right. Okay.
There are African designers. Do you know Wales Bonner? That's an African girl.
Yeah, they are. But truth, you know what I'm thinking about? And which I understand.
Does she make suits?
She makes suits.
Unique suits for you.
She makes unique suits. She makes unique clothing, period.
Will those suits be accepted on a Tuskegee?
Yes, as long as they fit the business suit requirement. And I'm trying to tell you what that is. There's a difference between business suits and casual suits.
Yeah,
I know
I'm looking
that.
it up right now.
No, I know that. But what I'm saying is when you say,
but you're just saying they're all European. All suits are European.
90% of them are European.
Right.
Wait a minute. The suits you're talking about, they're not going to accept it because it's
no.
not.
No. You don't understand what I'm saying. Hold on. I'm saying all suits are European. That's where they come from. So if you go to an African person that makes a business suit, they're going to follow the parameters of a business suit because there's rules around a suit that makes it a business suit.
But if it's European in origin, right? If the original,
yes, they're all European in origin.
Okay,
all of them.
Wait a minute.
So
therefore, a black person.
Pants are European in origin too.
Okay, so a black person has a legitimate request to say, I don't want to wear those clothing because I don't want to wear those clothing. I'll wear a version. I'll wear a formal version, but I'm not going to wear a suit. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Platt, let me say this then.
They don't give you a right to do that. They're saying, no, you're going to wear a business suit. Automatically, wait
a minute. As the president has said, he said workforce readiness, right? That's what he's saying. Workforce readiness is the goal. So you're not going to go into the workforce looking like a clown.
Who determines who looks like a clown?
Hey, yo, remember Step
the
Brothers when they came and wore
the president has determined that.
That's what I'm thinking what Platt talking about. Like
the president says workforce readiness. Workforce readiness is what you're going to go interview in.
So
workforce readiness.
Hold up, you're not talking about Trump, right?
You don't even want to go with Trump because Trump
I know, because I hope he wasn't. She said president. I said, I hope you're not talking about Trump, right?
No, I'm talking the president of the university, Mr. Mark Brown.
Okay.
The president of the university.
Well, all I'm saying is they're just preparing them. So with me, even my own experience hiring people, there are kids that come to interviews not even dressed in a suit.
Nope.
Some of them wearing polos, some of them wearing slacks, some of them wearing jeans. Like literally, they don't even come to the interview dressed ready for the interview. And there is a dress code for every interview.
Yes. And you know what, Platinum? I'm gonna take it away from the college scene because recently we just seen a change in the military. And because of that is because of the way people were dressing. Yeah, people dressing in, they had beards, they were showing up with like big beards, baseball caps, and they're like, what is going on here? There's a standard.
Wait, I can explain that beard thing because
I understand it's because pseudo-flicklitis, Barbie. I understand that. But not everybody's got it. A lot of guys are abusing it.
Yeah, most definitely. A lot of them are abusing it. Some of them actually have it. But
yeah, a lot of guys are abusing it.
Nowadays,
like shit out of it.
But most military.
Hold on, let me ask you guys this. Hold on. Let me just ask you guys this.
Like the sole exception.
Let me ask you guys this: would blacks just be better off if they did everything in their power to be as close to the white standard or white community standard? I'm talking about the above the ground standard of the white community. Then just get all this Afrocentric stuff.
There was a time when we were at that point. And I think we mentioned this before. We mentioned this before on many other panels about if you go back and you look at that video called How to Sell the Negro and how it talks about, how we had these standards and we wanted nice quality things. The Negro wants this, they want to look good. They want to have professional things. But for some reason, we got away from that. And a lot of it comes from the breakdown of the family. Because if you go back, I'm not trying to get all biblical, but it says, as you raise a child, they should not stray from that standard, stray from that teaching. So the kids are straying. That's just what it is. We have a breakdown of our family.
And whose responsibility is it to fix that?
It's your community's responsibility to fix it.
It's my community.
I don't think this suit thing though is any bearing to that, right? You're in college to be trained to go into the workforce. Part of that is etiquette, part of that is dress, part of that is knowledge, part of that is function. This is where if they were never trained on how to wear a suit or what a suit looks like or how to get one, college is where they should learn it before they hit the workforce. It's that simple.
Yeah,
it's a learning experience.
But how do you do that without interfering with their own independence and their own identity?
What do you mean? They can't wearing a suit to a business event is changing their identity?
Well,
yeah. What if they say, well, my idea of formal wear is what my grandfather used to wear doing events.
These 9 more years to go.
Well, look, at the end of the day.
Well, no, you have a point, right? What my idea of formal wear is that my great grandfather would wear, right?
Yeah, him and his wife, him and his grandma wore a certain attire for formal events.
Right. So where do you think that style came from that they used to wear?
It depends. If they're Indian or something of that, they could dress Indian attire for a formal event. It's not going to be like a business. It's not going to be like a European outfit. And I'm saying you're telling people like that they don't have a right to wear.
No. What you're telling them is you're supposed to wear the appropriate clothing to the places you're going. That's what they're telling them.
Okay. Well, who established what's appropriate?
Society.
So Tuskegee,
the companies you're going to work for, the people you live amongst.
Are they working for Tuskegee?
No, they're paying Tuskegee to train them on working.
No, that's when you leave Tuskegee.
Right,
That's
you
all
could
you gotta
leave
find.
Tuskegee, but then you won't have the training you need when you hit the
You're
workforce.
not gonna get that anyhow at Tuskegee.
Why? What do you mean you're not going to
Yeah,
get that
you
at
know,
Tuskegee?
I almost want to make it to where the AO reviews this before it comes over to us.
Who?
Yeah, like, hey, we're starting to get too many of these, and they just become a back and forth nightmare of emails.
Well, I mean, they were very specific about what not to wear.
No, it's not. But
Yeah, they were specific on what not to wear.
And all they said was you should have a suit and dress shoes for business
filling out
event.
the form, like, hey, there's highlighted areas here that need to be filled out. They just send it over blank. Hey, you guys.
What are you talking about? I'm sorry, I'm confused. I don't know what you're saying. Maybe he's not talking to us. All right. I'm just saying they should know how to dress appropriately for the professional world. Okay. Now, if they decide to go into the professional world, that's on them. But at least they know how.
Okay. But I think that Tuskegee doesn't have a right to tell paying customers what to do. In the sense
of course
that,
they do, Platt.
Yeah, of course they do.
You're paying them
right between them and the college degree. They should have a right to
them to attend that university. Now, obviously, like I said, the obvious stuff, right? Obviously, you got to have clothes on, But what I'm saying, if a person wants to dress a certain kind of way, put their own spin on it, they should let them find themselves because it's college.
But nobody's saying that they shouldn't. Where did they say that they can't? I'm confused.
You just said they got to have on a suit. And they got
at a business event.
Wait a minute, we got a band and the other stuff. That's for the campus. No bonnets, no
right. The other stuff is for not on the campus. Right.
I'm saying. All of that is you can't even wear that. There's no time. The slippers, which I don't have a problem with. I don't know why they would say cafeteria. What's wrong with wearing some pajama slippers to get you something to eat?
Because you look like a slob. That's like going into a McDonald's with no shirt on. You got pants on. Why can't you go in there with no shirt?
Some pajama slippers?
I mean, it's the same thing, right? But you can't go into McDonald's with no shirt on.
What about flip-flops?
And you respect it, right?
Well, that's not a shirt, but what about flip-flops?
Nobody wants to be showing their feet. Some people don't even wear.
I didn't see where they.
No. Can I go to McDonald's right now, tomorrow morning, at 8:30 when it's crowded, in a pair of flip-flops?
Sure, but if McDonald's tell you no more flip-flops, you ain't going in there with no more flip-flops, right?
What do you think they want? The sell the food or concerned about my flip-flops?
What about all the niggas who ain't got no shirts and going in there? They don't care about them.
That's different. That's a shirt.
How is that different?
You can't compare a shirt to no flip-flops.
Because you go in there with no shirt, everybody's smelling your musty ass. You go in there with no socks.
Not if you wear deodorant. Not if you wear deodorant.
Not this heat right now.
A person's shoes.
They're still gonna smell you with this heat.
It's not that big a deal. That's why I'm saying I don't understand the bathrooms, the slippers. I don't get that part. She put that in there. I think that's a bit too much because somebody going to the school cafeteria in some bunny rabbit flip-flops and pajama pants. What's the big deal? It's the goddamn cafeteria.
I didn't see anything in the code that said you can't go to the cafeteria in flip-flops. But
you represent the university.
I don't have a problem with that, but I do understand why they wouldn't want you to do it if it makes you look like you're not dressed for what you're there for.
College?
Right.
So
college ain't supposed college, you paying to be there to be educated.
It's a Saturday.
Right.
Me and all the people who don't have no money, we stuck on campus. So we take our lunch pass and go to get something to eat.
Right.
So I'm not going to class. So I put on some pajamas, some fuzzy slippers, and a New York Yankees hat with an oversized T-shirt. And they tell me, well, you can't come in here like that. I'm gonna say, well, why not? Well, that goes against our dress code. To eat?
Okay.
To eat.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll leave that school. I just want to be at that school.
I hear you, but every restaurant you have ever been to in your life got a dress code. Are you never gonna eat it?
Not like that. I can go anywhere dressed like that.
What do you mean not like that? Clyde, what club you been to where you wear slippers?
I can go to McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. I can go anywhere.
Longhorn Steakhouse dressed like that.
Well, why would I go there trying to dress like that? That's not where you go for that.
Why? Why is there a dress code there and not at the school cafeteria?
You can't rules for D. You can't rules for D and not for we type of stuff when it comes to dress code. It got to be rules for the all around.
Hold up. Actually, I can go to Longhorn Steakhouse in pajama pants. I just can't go to be seated. I go to they got a drive through right there.
You can order out, right?
Actually, I can call my order in, walk right in there in full pajamas.
And leave.
With Bugs Bunny slippers.
But the point is you want to go there to dine in.
Wait a minute. And a Bugs Bunny rabbit hat where it's covered up like I look like I'm in a damn costume. They'll give me my food.
Yeah, they will. But they
won't sit you down. Which is the whole point of restaurants to be sat down and eat.
Right, you can't stay. So that means you got to follow in their dress code.
I wouldn't even go that far. They got a bar there. I wouldn't go that far.
You can't go to their bar and sit in a rabbit outfit. They're going to look at you like you're crazy.
They don't care.
I mean, Longhorn don't care, but you know.
Because who knows what you might be up to.
If I pay $175 and I stop right there and say, you know what, let me go ahead and eat this here. That guy clean that counter. Go right ahead. Would you want something to drink? I've been there. I know what they do. And I don't wear the slippers, but I do wear the pajama pants. They ain't never said nothing to me about them.
Yeah, because they don't care about pajama pants. It's not in their code to not have it. But you're describing a place that doesn't restrict that to a place that does. So I'm trying to understand why what's the difficulty?
Why is the HBCU, right, doing that to black students?
Because black students have an image problem. They go to airports.
They're forcing
to improve their image.
No, they're enforcing Eurocentric things. They're enforcing they're decreasing black culture's disparity by decreasing the amount of things they can wear.
Well, hold on. Let me ask first. So they only gave one condition for certain things to wear when going to business or formal events. They didn't say you had to wear that in all events, but they did say what you should not wear.
I got you. They banned it. So they banned it.
So are we saying the stuff that they should not wear means you have to wear Eurocentric stuff? Or
if you got to put on those business suits, that's European. You can wear whatever you want to wear.
You do realize all the clothes we wear is European, right?
Not all of it.
Where do you think t-shirts came from? Africa?
Truth. Not all of it.
T-shirts came from Africa?
Truth. You got to go to the next question now. No,
all right. Did underwear come from Africa?
Not all of it. No,
I get you.
When you say
only a few
wait a minute. When you say Eurocentric influence, when you say business suit, that is Eurocentric.
But all suits are Eurocentric.
Wait a minute. Well, all right. All suits are European. Okay. When you say I have to, as a black man, wear a defined outfit that is clearly non-African American, non-black, that is imperialism. That's not imperialism. That's forcing me to live. That's forcing me to live under your standards. Now, hold on. Wait a minute, bro. I get it. You think I don't get it? I get the point. Black people or whatever group of people need to clean their shit up. But you can't do it this way. That's what I'm saying.
You have to do it this way. Because you don't do it this way, they're not going to have a stand-up hallway at all.
You got him, Platt. He's just biting it. What Platt is saying does not make sense, because the reasoning for this not being right is the same reason why you shouldn't be allowed to go to Dapper Dan's store and buy any of his stuff. The reason why you shouldn't be able to buy anything urban. The reason why you shouldn't be able to wear Timbs, Air Force Ones, Jordans, anything of that nature. That's where the conflict is.
Why can't you wear that? Help me.
That's
with that.
Eurocentric, sir. Speakers are Eurocentric. Shoes are Eurocentric.
Hold on. You said Jordans are Eurocentric?
Mm-hmm.
They are.
Who designs Jordans? Isn't that Chinese?
Take a guess.
No,
take a guess.
Hold on, but isn't that Chinese?
No, Chinese manufactured stuff. Chinese manufactured stuff.
Take a guess on who invented the suit.
Bill Knight. Okay, okay, whatever. If you want to look at it like that, I don't look at it.
I'm not. You are. Remember?
No, I'm not. No, I'm
you
not.
You said you're eccentric.
I said business suit, brother. You don't.
Right.
Hold on. Wait a minute. You don't even understand what that means.
I do. I have many of them.
Hold up, and I'm not going to go over this over and over again with you. A business suit. To say that young black students going to college have to wear something that is clearly European and don't give them the option to get an equivalent somewhere else is forcing them to do it. And that is a violation of their fucking rights. Now, what's the equivalent? I get the whole point. We need to clean it up, or they need to clean it up. But you're going too far when you say you got to wear a business suit. You didn't say you got to wear formal attire. You said business suit. And that's why I think everybody on that fucking campus should turn around and say, we're out of here.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. What is the difference between formal attire and business suit?
A business suit is a European design. It's a construct that is for Europeans or whoever wants to buy it.
So is formal attire.
Not necessarily. It depends. It depends on where you're from. It depends on you.
No, formal attire for your country is not something from another country.
It could be. It depends on you.
No, it couldn't be. No, that's the whole point. Your point is right. You're absolutely right. It's Eurocentric suits, all suits. So if they tell you formal attire, that's a tuxedo. That's a suit. If they tell you a business suit, that's formal. That's a Eurocentric attire.
What if you're from Africa? Your people are from Africa, and when they do ceremonies, they wear a particular attire.
Right, but formal attire in the United States is a tuxedo.
For your people, formal attire would be what they.
But you're not in Africa, sir. You're in the United States.
So it's okay to do it. So just force them.
No, I'm saying what you're saying. I can understand what you're saying if it didn't make no sense. Because no matter what, we live in a place where you have restrictions on what you can wear.
So just accept it then, right? Accept
it. You accept it every other day in your life.
No, I don't accept it at all.
Yes, you do. When you go to work and wear your uniform, you accept it, right?
I don't wear a uniform to work.
When you go to the store and you wear a T-shirt, you accept it, right?
You don't wear well, if that's the case, why complain? So if all of it is Eurocentric, why complain about any of it?
You the one
why are you complaining about it?
You the one complaining.
It's not all Eurocentric. So if I can,
what do you mean?
If I can put my own spin on it, why you got a problem? Okay, it's a white man's suit, so I'm gonna put my own spin on it. Well, they should have no problem with that then, right?
I don't know if you realize when you say formal attire, you still are talking about a certain kind of suit. Do you realize that?
I'm talking about formal attire that doesn't intrude on my rights as an American citizen.
Right. So what kind of attire is that?
Depends. Like I said, it would depend.
Like no. Give me an example. Give me what kind of attire would that be? If you're going to a ball and they say formal attire, what's the options you got to wear to this ball?
It would depend on me.
Right. So what do you think is formal attire for this ball?
It depends on, like I said, on me, my people. What my history is, my people. If I trace my ancestors back,
but the people are from here.
I'm looking at it right now. 2 Africans in dashikis in formal. It says formal attire.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Hold up. I'm looking at it right now. Wait a minute. So if the school says, and they didn't say this, and I know that's why they didn't say this. They didn't say formal attire. They said business suits because they know damn well if they give people the option, they're not gonna wear them fucking business suits. They're gonna put on their dashikis. They're gonna put on their formal attire. Yes, they will.
If you say formal attire, normally they would say black tie. They say formal attire.
If you're coming from, it depends on where you're from. It depends on what your.
No, it matters where the school is. The school's in the United States. It's the United States rules.
No, not if you're doing it for me. If I'm going to the school,
what are you talking about?
If I attend the school, It depends on my history. When you say formal attire for me,
No,
okay,
it depends on the school's rules, the school's dress
No.
code.
is the rule formal?
It does not depend on your history.
Is the rule formal attire?
There's certain circumstances where you do have to wear formal attire.
Okay, so I'm gonna wear a formal attire based on me. I'm a student.
No, you don't understand. It's based on where. It's based on the country your school is in. So if I go to a university in Africa,
no, I'm not gonna do it like that. I'm aware.
I know you're not going to do it like that, but that's what that means.
I'm aware of what my people consider formal attire. So
Cool.
if hold up, from funerals, from weddings, I know what my people have always worn. So when you say we want you in formal attire, I'm going to wear it. I'm in college. I'm learning. I'm becoming. You don't tell me I got to go put on.
But how do you know what formal attire is if you've never worn it?
How about this, brother? I'm not putting on a European suit because you say, hold up, you want all the Negroes to put on European suits. I'm not putting on one. I just won't be at that school. Now,
I hear you. I'm not saying you don't have that choice. Right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, you're just talking. I'm telling you.
I'm not. I'm saying you're right. You don't have to go there.
I'm wearing formal attire for me is going to be different than formal attire for a European.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. This whole conversation, it's deeper than what anybody can sit back, man. They need sexy red, man. Young boy, they need to clean it up, man. They don't need to be going to college. Like, well, it's deeper than that.
We're talking about it's not that deep.
When you look at dress
gets,
when you
look
look
at making it deeper.
we have actually went backwards because all these conversations have been had. When you start saying dress codes and policing people, you got to respect the people. You can't just say all sizes fit one. And see, when they do that, it's always the European size. Whenever you let them do that, it becomes European. Everything becomes European. Like the guy said, if you listen to what he considers thug rap, you ghetto. Well, that's up to him. What the fuck I got to do with me? So it's okay for him to say he ghetto. Hey man, don't get that guy that promotion. Why not? He ghetto. Why? He was listening to a group of rappers that I don't like. Oh, okay. We'll discriminate against him then.
I hear what you're saying, but that doesn't apply to this.
That
business
does apply to this.
No, business suit, that description is a certain style of suit.
I got you.
Right. And just so you know,
that is it's a European design. Don't give me that.
But they're all European designs. So what are you talking about?
No. Don't give me their African a person made it. If they're making me a European suit, I don't want it.
I hear you. So then that means you don't wear jeans.
I said formal attire then. Formal attire.
Formal attire is a suit, a tuxedo specifically.
Okay, but I should be able to put my own.
Right. So you want to wear something that's not formal attire.
Wait a minute. Within their parameters, which is what they should have put out, I should be able to put my own spin on it. Wait a minute, but I'm saying you can't see my underwear. My pants are not over my shoes. I'm not going too far. And that's what you get into when you say dress code, because people say that's subjective. But they should give the student, they got to give the student that, because that
means you don't think they should have a dress code.
I think they should have it, but I think the way they did it was wrong. I think
hold on. I'm confused.
Things based off of dress code.
I think you say formal attire or you say professional attire. You got to leave that door open because everybody's not the same.
They did leave that door open.
Hold on, but that's what I'm trying to clarify to you. Business suit, a suit is Eurocentric, just like you said. You was absolutely right. But a business suit is a specific kind of suit. A formal suit is a specific kind of suit.
A white man's suit.
But they're all white men's suits. So if you say,
wait a minute. Okay, let's agree.
So you're saying there shouldn't be a dress code because you think it's all white.
No. Let's agree. All suits are white, European, right?
Yeah.
All suits are European.
All clothes are white, European.
You should not mandate non-Europeans to wear it.
Cool. So that means there's no dress code for non-Europeans.
You know what you got to do then? Truth. You got to sit down and figure this shit out. That's
What do you mean
That's what
figure
they
it
were
out?
doing. They were sitting
If they
down.
tell-
They were figuring out what to ban, what was not appropriate. That
Right,
was
they
what they were doing.
figured it out.
Okay.
They figured it
You
out.
know what you don't like. Now tell us what you like.
Well, they already said it. They left the door wide open.
Yeah, they left it open for interpretation then.
No. You said you want a business suit and dress shoes.
For special events, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna wear my dress shoes. I'm gonna pick them out. Like I told you, they're gonna be multicolored.
Hey,
I'm
cool.
gonna go to Dapper Dan's.
Get some gators.
Hold up.
Some
And
lime green gators.
I'm gonna get me a suit, the Gucci logos. You know what I'm saying? A Dapper
Yeah.
Dan.
Do it up.
That's European as hell.
Gucci's actually what is this? It's Italian.
It is.
Right?
It's Italian, son.
It's still European.
Okay, you want to go back? I guess in a broader sense, but I'll wear that. But I wear that before I wear a business suit.
I hear you, but there are Gucci business. There's suits that are business suits that are Gucci, right?
I don't want that one.
I hear you. I hear you, but you probably should.
Truth, I'm also a student. How come I can't live my life? I want to wear the Gucci logo.
You can. You just can't go to those. You cannot go to those events dressed up inappropriately.
Why?
That's all.
I got on a suit.
Right, but if you have on a suit that doesn't meet the dress code, then you're not appropriately dressed.
But if you mean I have to wear a European suit, you just violated my
No,
right.
you don't have to wear a European suit.
Wait a minute. I'm a black man. You just told me I got to wear the suit you picked for me.
But why don't you get an African business suit? Didn't T'Challa wear it in the first Black Panther? He had on some formal business African attire.
How do you know it was African?
Because it had the whole African look, it had the African colors, it didn't have a tie and a shirt.
Tribal symbols. It was long. It covered up most of his
There
area.
you go.
I mean, I don't want to wear that, but I'm saying I didn't see. I don't remember.
I don't want to wear that. He had on a suit, but it was an African vibe
But
to
that's
it.
the whole point,
You can
though.
do that.
Truth. They don't give you the option.
They didn't say you can't wear. They said to wear a business suit to business
I got
event.
you. Okay, wear that and see what they say. You're gonna be suspended.
Not necessarily. You can wear a business suit
See,
that meets
no.
the.
You keep doing this. You keep speaking for them.
Well, here you don't know what the conditions of a business suit is. That's what the problem is. You just think a business suit is a European suit. Business suit has some conditions.
That's what they said. Wear a business suit with suit.
But you don't know what the conditions are for a business
exactly
suit.
what they are.
Do you know? All right, then what are they? What makes a suit a business suit?
It's a business suit. It's defined as a business suit.
No. What makes a suit a business
suit?
suit?
A certain style and cut to the suit.
There we go.
There's a certain look to the suit.
Right. To make you look like what?
A white man?
No.
A professional.
So hold on. And that's okay. So who defines what's professional?
Professionals.
Who's a professional?
Lawyers, doctors, managers, vice presidents.
For a high, long amount of time. People in the big meetings.
I don't even know why we beating around the bush. Look, at the end of the day, Tuskegee, I would get my kids. If you got kids, get them the hell out of there. They're practicing white supremacy there. Okay,
that's not white supremacy.
No. You can run around in circles all you want to. They're forcing the black students to be white people. That's what they're forcing them to do. And it's just a matter of time. Next year they're going to get rid of something else, and it's going to be something that's against black people. Eventually, what they're trying to do is reform you into what they want you to be, and they certainly don't want you to be a black and proud person. Period.
So you think bonnets and do-rags equal black proud people? That's your stance on it.
I said nothing about they need to reinstate those. I said that they need to be a little bit, they're too close with business suit. That bothered me. You know why? Because when you said business suit, I remember Justin Timberlake would bring sexy back, run around with a fucking suit on.
Oh yeah, I remember that song. As long as I got my suit tied with him and JT.
And that little bit, he had that little hat with that little bib on it.
You know that's not.
That's
a classic suit. You know that, right? From like the 40s and 50s.
Okay, I didn't like it, Truth Teller.
I hear you. I'm not saying you would. I'm just saying the fact that he was wearing it, he said bring sexy back. I don't know what that got to do with them having to wear business suits. They're going to school to learn about business, right?
Some of them.
Most of them are.
I don't know what the curriculum is at Tuskegee. I don't know.
Every student who goes to college has to take a business course of some kind. Medical students, law students, liberal arts students, they all got to take a business course of some kind.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to school for, brother. Some of them are athletes, so I don't know what they're going to school for.
Curriculum.
That's a business. Yeah, that's a business.
They're wrong to force them to change. They're still children. They're learning themselves. Okay, hold up. They don't like the way black people overdo things. Okay, well then say that, but don't make them wear white suits. Don't tell.
Well, I mean, they didn't say white. They said business suits.
Well, I know they're playing with it, but that's basically what they're trying to say.
But you said formal suits are different, right?
If you're going to have a dress code, you need to say formal because it opens up the door for people to be formal.
No, formal has a specific meaning, Platt. It doesn't mean whatever you want it to mean.
A Indian person formal wear is going to be different than a American person
in India, not in America.
No, in America, if they're Indian, it would fit them. They still
no.
Have, okay. They
the
still
rules are formal wear in America, not India.
No, they still have a right to be Indian in America.
Of course they do.
Of course they do. But they still have to acclimate to American standards.
Wait a minute, that's their right. Actually, you can get sued doing that. You can actually be sued. That's cool to ski and get the shit sued out of them.
No, they can't. You can't get sued for a dress code.
Okay. Telling someone from India you can't wear Indian apparel because we don't want you to. You'll get sued for that. That's a violation.
No, you can't wear Indian apparel to business events because it's out of dress code.
Indians have their own business style. They got their own clothing over there.
In India, not here in the United States.
Africa has
here
their
in America,
own
we do. That's a problem we have today.
So you agree? So you agree it's an indoctrination into European Western style, right?
No, Indians wear suits in India too.
No.
I'm talking about here in America. You keep saying in America. You agree that it's a indoctrination into Europe?
Of course, yeah.
Well, there you go. That's the problem. Nobody.
So what are you gonna wear?
Nobody wants to be dipped in Eurocentric design.
But what I'm trying to figure out is what is not Eurocentric design.
It depends on that person. If they trace their ancestry back to a certain country and that's what they want to wear, and they're
right, but that's that country's design, not here. So how can you ask? How can you set up a dress code, but allow people to wear things that don't meet the dress code?
You have to because they're citizens and they're different.
So that means you shouldn't have a dress code.
Not citizens of India.
Well, then we can do that. There you go. We can do that. No dress
code. So then wearing bonnets and half naked, you okay with that?
No, you can ban bonnets and without.
But that's a dress code, sir.
No. You can ban that without a dress code. They put in a dress code.
Right. They have to.
No. They put in
dress code. It's the ban list. That's the majority of dress code. The ban list.
I'm done. You know what? They put in the suits and they were wrong. And if you
just don't want them to put in suits.
and they were wrong, and if you into Tuskegee, sue the shit out of them.
You can't.
Do the ever loving shit out of Tuskegee.
The only thing they could do is not go to Tuskegee.
Wait a minute, and transfer.
Yeah, transfer. That's the best they can do. Problem, no. Most schools are not going to.
Let those black pretenders. Let them pretend. And let them kiss the white man's ass.
They're not doing that.
Hold on.
The problem is if they transfer, they still have a dress code to follow wherever they go.
It won't be like Tuskegee's.
It might be worse. It might be worse.
It might be the same. It might be worse.
Make sure you look at that and then go to a school.
That's true. You can do that, but the whole point is there's a dress code, and either you follow it or you leave.
I'm against that, and I think this is racist.
I don't know how, because you follow a dress code every day in your life, and you okay with it then?
There've been dress codes since before the day you were born.
Well, hold on. Where you getting them okay with it?
Because you ain't left yet. You still here.
Look, your kids have a right to find themselves if they want to sit around, they want to socialize, maybe they want to indulge, they want to explore, find themselves, they want to sleep with a bunch of women. The girls want to sleep with a bunch of dudes. They want to come out of college where they went through a lot and they changed. That's what college is for.
That's for after they done their curriculum for the day is for.
No. You don't go into college telling them they got to be in some rigid college with dress codes and you can't do this, you can't do that. You don't do that. That's Tuskegee, man.
That's not they can't do this, can't do that. It's they can't wear this, they can't wear that while they're part of the curricular activities. After curricular activities, they can do whatever they want.
No, they don't say. Where do you see that at?
You think they're mostly going to be stuck in a college campus every day?
I put it in the chat.
Where you see that at? You can wear whatever the fuck you want when you ain't at school. Where you see that?
It's definitely applied. You don't have a dress code for when you're part of the city university all day, every day, 24/7 for the full time you're there.
All right, you know what, bro? The banning is all times. All time. So if you a woman and you got a bonnet, you can't leave that dorm room with that bonnet. You can't run down and go get something with that bonnet on. They're going to punish you. And that's the whole point. They're saying that they're looking for reasons to kick these people out of school, to suspend these people, to chip their enrollment. They're trying to put bad marks on their enrollment. So a black kid who runs downstairs to pick up something from their mom in a bonnet gets a 7-day suspension for violating the dress code.
So why don't they not violate it then? So they don't get kicked out.
It's easy to take off the body, go downstairs, grab it, come back on, put the body back on. It's
Right.
easy.
What if you
Don't
don't?
sound like you're trying to get rid of nobody.
No,
That's
what
too
if-
easy to get over.
What if you run downstairs with a bonnet on and then they say, okay, you wore a bonnet on campus and we against bonnets. Well, I was just trying to pick something up from my mother. We don't care. You wore the bonnet. We got it on video. We're going to give you a 1 week suspension. Well, that's gonna mess me up because I need to graduate this class. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have worn it. They're saying the white supremacy. This is
Well, I'm just saying, why would you wear a bonnet if you're going to get suspended?
Hold up. This is where you guys are completely duped.
That's not duped.
No. This is where you guys are completely duped by the white supremacists. You guys have failed for this shit.
White supremacy.
Hold up. And I'm sort of ashamed. I'm ashamed of both of you. The white supremacists has really ran one on you guys. Because they're using this to punish black people. They're not using this to police.
Well, I mean, how are they punishing black people?
Because they want to suspend them and attack them for minor violations of a bullshit rule.
I hear you, but they don't have to wear a bonnet, so is that really them trying to attack them? Or
what if she want to fix her hair though? She got her hair in a bonnet in a room,
so she can tie it up.
She can tie it up, take it off, and just head out the class.
Run downstairs and pick something up real quick.
Then if her hair wasn't ready to go outside, that means she wasn't ready to go outside. She should get ready.
Plus, she's in her campus dorm too. Plus, your campus dorm is still like everyone's bedroom, so you can go out there.
You got black people. Black people can't even go outside. That's ridiculous.
So, Platt, how did our parents do it? Our parents didn't go outside in bonnets and flip flops, right? How did our parents do it? Is it so hard?
Oh,
you're saying if our parents did it and it was relative and it was easy and it wasn't a problem, why is it so difficult?
What about Kurt Cobain?
What about him?
He had a sweater. He put on what the guy said. What? Damn, a guy put in the chat them little white warm. What do they call them? Sleep warmers.
Thermals.
Thermals. Yeah. Kurt Cobain put on thermal top, thermal bottoms, and then he put a sweater over that, and then he cut the sleeves off the sweater, and then he put the sleeves on his head. And hold up, all the colleges, not sleeves, I mean sleeve. He put one sleeve over his head.
Right.
All the colleges was wearing that. What we talking about? 91, 92. So for him, nobody got suspended, and nobody came out with a dress code. Oh, y'all can't be wearing this Kurt Cobain stuff. Why y'all walk around like Kurt Cobain? I saw a bunch of white people wearing that. Wasn't my thing.
How's that like wearing pajamas and bonnets?
Wait a minute, wasn't my thing, but I didn't see no outcry. Now, hold up. Now you got black people wear something, and people like you, Truth Teller, y'all got this hatred toward black people. You got a problem with that.
People.
No.
You
got a problem with that.
No. You can't do that. Just because we have a dislike towards certain ways black people have standards for them, that doesn't mean we hate black people.
Well, hold on. I'm not gonna say standards. So those things are no standards, which is why we have a problem with it. That's the whole point.
What about Kurt Cobain, though?
Kurt Cobain is a white man. Why would I care what they do? I'm worried about my people.
I did agree. Well, you can say that. I disagree with that. What I'm saying is
Kurt Cobain. What white people do?
Hold up. Kurt Cobain sent out, he was very popular on college campuses, and he started a trend. I saw nobody, including you, Truth, you didn't say shit when Kurt Cobain was doing that. But now
I think I was like a sophomore in high school.
Hold up. Now you're on YouTube raising holy hell over Tuskegee. But you said,
well, you know who I do? What I do have a problem with?
No, hold up. You didn't say shit about Kurt Cobain.
Well, what was I supposed to say? He put a sleeve on his head. What was
the problem with that?
He literally went through the work of cutting up a sweater so that he could make a hat. You're arguing for creativity. He didn't take a shower cap and wear it in public. He wasn't wearing pajamas like he just got out of bed. He wasn't walking around with his booty out. All he did was get a sweater and use the sleeves as a hat.
So it's not the same thing? You don't think it's the same thing?
Did he go to a business meeting in that outfit?
I don't know what Kurt Cobain would do.
So why we complain about Kurt Cobain? He was in dress code according to the rules.
I'm done. This guy. I'm done.
Who's complaining about? What are we talking about?
There was no criticism of Kurt Cobain.
What are we supposed to criticize? Where did he wear it?
Both of you guys been up here for an hour talking about how you don't like black people and you don't want them to wear this and that.
I didn't say I didn't like black people.
You said you don't like black people. You
ain't said nothing about Kurt Cobain.
Okay,
where did Kurt Cobain wear this outfit?
I wasn't even my father's nutsack when Kurt Cobain did that.
Hold on. Where did Kurt Cobain wear this outfit, Platt?
When did he wear it?
No, man. Where? Where did he go? Where did he wear?
The grunge. Seattle grunge?
He went to a Seattle brunch?
1990, 91. Seattle grunge took off, man, until he unfortunately passed away. Well,
that nothing to do with me.
But I asked, where did he wear it? Did he wear it at a business event?
Hold up. I can't believe this. We got some Nirvana heads in the chat box. I know we got some Nirvana here. I cannot believe you guys. Sometimes, and that's what you got with YouTube. You got these age differences, extreme age differences. This guy said he wasn't even born. Let me tell you something. These guys don't even know who Nirvana was. They don't even know who they don't know who Kurt Cobain was.
Yes, they do know who Kurt Cobain was.
I cannot believe this. I know we got a Nirvana here. I know we got some Nirvana people out there. Come on, man. Help me out, man. Come up here.
You're not going to answer my question, Flat? Where did he wear this outfit to?
Hold up. They don't know who Nirvana was. They don't know how impactful he was.
Oh, he was big. He was big.
Everybody knows who Nirvana was. Nirvana's still big. They still show their music videos on YouTube.
They don't know who Nirvana is, man. Stop that. These kids don't know who the hell that is or what he did or who he was. They don't know. But I'm just curious where he wore the outfit at. I don't think he was even in college when he wore it. Why do we care?
He wore it to all his shows. And
a show.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. At MTV.
MTV, you gonna count that?
His band started to pick up pace on MTV, and he became a symbol to the youth of the MTV era. And they started to mimic him. That's what whole Seattle grunge music over the rock and roll music started to take the fuck over. And that's what I mean by take over. So unfortunately, he passed away. But that guy, you nuts?
What does that got to do with college dress code?
That dude was setting trends. all the college. During the time, all the college kids were mimicking what he was doing. They started wearing those thermals, and they were cutting off. They was taking a sweater.
They went to business events in thermals with no sleeves.
You take the sweater, you buy the nice sweater. You cut the sleeves off, but you only wear one of the sleeves. But you can use it as two. You got two hats. He was pulling it over his head, rolling it up, and that was like a hat, and that was his sweater. He's playing his guitar in those thermals with the sleeves cut off, and that's what his style was. That was the grunge, Seattle grunge. And it was
he do it in? He was a college kid. Wait a
minute. Well, when he first came out, he was around college age. But what I'm saying, he was Seattle. He was Seattle grunge. He was extremely influential within the colleges. And hold up, my point is this: you had a bunch of people with money, no money, in college, all types, Asian, white, black, whatever, going Seattle grunge, and I didn't see one person, especially HBCUs, come out talking about we gotta ban this. They only doing this to niggas. And that's what I'm saying. They only say
wearing a sleeve.
No. When black people do something, they want to ban it in the pajamas.
I don't disagree with you. That's true.
They don't want the black people to wear the slippers and the pajamas and the pajamas. Oh, y'all need to dress up. But when Kurt Cobain was doing it, they ain't say shit.
Kurt Cobain wore pajamas?
He wore.
What did Kurt Cobain got to do with his college thing?
He wore a sleeve on his head.
Prince wore pants with his ass out. So what? Prince wore pants with his ass out. So I'm confused. I don't know what this got to do with college.
All he did was cut off part of his sweater sleeves and put it on his head. That's your comparison?
Hold up. And you cool with that?
Wait, concert? To a concert? As a matter of fact, I don't care if these chicks walk around with their booty out at a concert. That's cool.
Hold on.
You go to a Chris Brown concert like that, that's cool.
Hold on. So if a white guy cut the sleeves off his sweater with some thermals and put a sleeve on his head and go to class, ain't no problem. But my black ass got to put on a goddamn suit to go to class.
Wait, he goes to class with a thermal?
No. Y'all, and y'all niggas. See, that's what I've always said. A lot of black people are agents of white supremacy. You surprised?
Who said they had to go to class in a suit?
Two bad worlds.
You surprised me. Of all people, Truth, you surprised the shit out of me today.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. So Tuskegee said they got to wear suits to class?
A lot of black people are agents of white supremacy.
Wait,
we gotta deal with that.
Why you keep falling for this, man? Stop. So you telling me they said that you got to wear suits to class? Is that what you're saying?
They said.
Where did they say that?
Look at he making an excuse. Do you work for Tuskegee Truth?
No, I looked up their dress code. It doesn't say that. It doesn't. I know. I went to their website and I pulled their dress code. It doesn't say that.
This is the same guy who ain't got no problem with Kurt Cobain putting a sweater on his head.
Right, so in class? No.
So you can go to class with a fucking sweater on your head, but you can't wear some sweats or a bonnet.
Just like you can go to class wearing a skirt as a guy at Tuskegee.
That's got
you cool with that?
Talking about.
What do you mean?
Well, it's got. I don't control what the people.
Oh, you don't control their dress code now? Ain't that what you've been arguing?
I don't control that stuff.
But what do you mean?
Hold up. That's all you got.
I'm just asking a question. That's all I'm asking. I'm just asking a question.
That's all you got, bro.
It's about Kurt Cobain with stuff on his head. I asked about dudes wearing skirts. I'm just curious. That's all.
You compare a black robe to regular clothes attire.
So a white guy can wear a sleeve. He can wear a sleeve cut over his head, and I got to go to school with this white guy. He cut his fucking sleeve off and shoved it on his head, and I got to go. And then they telling me I got to wear a goddamn business suit.
But that's what I'm saying. Where do you keep saying that? Maybe I missed the rules.
They want to talk to me. They want to talk to me after class. Excuse me, yeah, platinum. Yes, sir. You need to put on the
platinum.
Close to bathroom attire. That's not the same thing.
We got to talk to you, Platinum. You can't be in here with your sleeve on your head, boy.
No, not me. Him.
Nah,
Kurt got a sleeve on his head. He want to talk to me about what I'm wearing.
Billy's okay. You, sir, we got to talk to you about that do-rag you got on.
Yeah, take off that thug rag. I've had it with you. Huh?
You got that OG Pushisti on.
You got them colors on, player. Where that bandana from? What you doing?
I'm tired of the ball cap and the do-rag. What do you guys think you are, thugs?
Man, we gotta talk about the bald people that wear do-rags. What you wear a do-rag and you bald for? They don't have no
wait a minute, but Kurt be wearing a sweater sleeve on his head.
Sweater sleeve.
That's okay.
That's okay. He ain't wearing his bathroom attire. That's the whole point. He's wearing his regular clothes.
But he ain't got no sleeves on. Ain't his wrist cold?
My whole point was his identity didn't bother anybody. That's what I mean. Kurt was allowed to express himself. He was, and he did good. He did a good job.
Well, he didn't go to college, so what are we talking about? We didn't go to college. Prince expressed himself. He did a great job.
Yeah.
Beautiful hair.
I don't know why he doesn't second gay. You talking about
Prince is gay now? What are you talking about?
You're talking about butts out and stuff. We're talking about stuff like that.
I'm just pointing out an extreme by a very successful black man who changed.
I don't know. I mean,
who changed fashion.
Well, let me tell you something. If I'm in school and somebody wants to wear Prince stuff, that's between him and the faculty. I'm gonna go to school.
Oh, so how come it's okay between him? Are you sure you like black people? Because why is it between him and the faculty now, but before it wasn't? I'm confused.
Prince. You brought up
Kurt Cobain.
Hold up, you bringing up shit.
You brought up Kurt Cobain.
First of all, black people ain't. You know what? That's a whole different.
I didn't bring up any white people, sir.
Man,
that's all I'm saying.
First of all, black people don't even fuck with Prince like that. You brought up Prince.
Oh, black people don't mess with Prince? Okay.
Not like that.
Flat. Come on now.
Not the way you acting.
You know they still mess with
like that. Hold on. Truth, not the way you acted. Now don't fuck with him like that. He ain't no motherfucking Jackson. He cool, but he ain't no motherfucking Jackson.
Yeah, but people are still sampling his music too.
They can sample all his music. I'm telling him, he know it. He ain't no motherfucking Jackson.
Who, Prince?
Prince ain't no Jackson.
No, they had beef though. Prince was real popular back in the day.
Yeah, they were back to back.
He wasn't as popular as the Jacksons.
No, he wasn't, but nobody was.
That's what. There you go again. You said you agree with me. Full stop.
Yeah, no, he wasn't as popular as the Jacksons, but he was Prince. What do you think?
I didn't say he wasn't Prince. I didn't say he wasn't Prince.
Right, you said he wasn't as popular as the Jacksons.
That's what I said. You agree with me.
Right, but what does that got to do with what we talking about?
You tried to make it seem like he was a big deal.
He was a big deal. It's Prince.
He was still global.
Very global.
I can't believe these guys.
You telling me Prince wasn't? Come on now. Come on. Don't go this route.
Oh, true. You like Prince?
Don't do that. Of course I love Prince. Prince is good. That little short, light-skinned dude used to walk around. My sister used to play his songs every weekend. She would roll through his album.
Okay.
Crazy.
Which one was it? Which album?
Purple Rain. And then she also rolled through, what was that other one? I think it was his third one. She had the cassettes. She had the cassettes stacked up in the tape case with the images on it. And she'd have them stacked up in her little holder. And she'd run them. She would run them. She even had Fresh Prince. She had the Prince, Dazzy Jeff. She had their album. She used to play all of them.
You know what? I want to be for real. Now, hold up. Let's have a confession. The only people I knew who really fuck with Prince, look, I ain't had no problem with Prince. I want you to know that the Jacksons way better. Prince and not my thing. Not a couple of songs. Not my thing. You right, the pants, the heels, the lace gloves.
Yeah, he was weird.
Hold on, he's a sus dude with the hair.
Yeah, he is.
Right now, hold on. But I didn't have no problem with him. I'm telling you, I didn't. But I wasn't like no fan like that. But The only people I knew who like, because Truth said he a fan. The only people I knew who were fans of Prince was mixed people. People who were mixed race. Those were the people who wanted to pull off, meet me outside, shine their boot off in my. Those were the people who was nuts about Prince.
You sure? I don't know. When I grew up, it was nothing but black people, and Prince was real popular, especially with the girls.
Oh yeah, you saw how Prince was real popular. Didn't you watch that Charlie Murphy documentary?
Come on, man.
You watched that Charlie Murphy documentary.
I'm just saying, Prince was real popular with the girls because the girls there were no dudes buying Prince's album, unless they were DJs. But girls, my sister, all her friends.
Your sister like Prince, or you like Prince? True?
My sister liked Prince. I was younger, so
So you didn't like Prince.
I mean, I liked him because he was popular. He had a couple songs on fire, a couple songs that I played for girls that they liked.
Wait. You liked him, but there were people way better to you.
I didn't really. The love song stuff wasn't really my thing. So
okay, so there were people way better.
I think Michael Jackson was better. I agree with you on that one. Michael Jackson was better.
You hear that, Malik? You hear that?
Yeah, I agree. MJ was better than Prince.
Malik, you sound like a Prince fan, though. You like Prince, though.
I mean, I'm a '90s kid, so I didn't really have that much close relationship with Prince until like the early 2000s when I first found out. A lot of times when
black people struggle with their black identity, they lean toward Prince.
What?
When a lot of black people struggle with their black identity, they lean toward Prince. Because they look at Prince as he was like ambiguous. He could go white or black. Even though he was Creole and black, but you can call him what you want to. That was all marketing to put himself off as mixed race. Prince was black. He was Creole. Anybody familiar with Creole? Creoles look white.
I am. Yeah.
They look white.
Isn't Creole just like a mix between like what, white and French?
They look they look like people that's just short of passing.
But if they really wanted to, and they did the things, they could come off like a white person if they wanted to.
Yeah, if they wanted to. A lot of them can.
But Prince didn't do that.
You sure?
Yeah, he still did like activities.
Prince was like, not my thing. I got you, but I mean, I noticed. Hold up, I noticed that the people who really like Prince, no, I'm serious, are people of mixed race. It's always a guy who's mixed. And then whenever I hear a guy, he's really going in on how Prince was, and he's smashing all of Hollywood. Prince the shit. And I'll wait my time, and then eventually I say, yo, so man, who are you? I'll talk to him. I'll say, so you he'll be like, huh? I was like, so your mom white or your dad white? It's yeah, my mom white. And I figured. No, I don't say that to him, but I said, okay. Yeah, you're a big fan of Prince, don't you? He said, hell yeah. I said, I know. And I noticed that it's always like that. I said, damn, these dudes like Prince. I didn't know they liked him like that. I was like, God damn. Y'all like Prince, don't it?
Never really met dudes that are big fans of Prince, except if they was kind of if they swing that way, they was cool. It was just the girls. Well, I was at. I mean, I grew up in New York, so I mean, hip hop was it, and Prince was there with the pop stuff, but it was the girls who was heavy with Prince, not too many dudes.
Yeah, he crossed over real well. He actually crossed over to the white community very well. Very well. Then he had people actually thinking he was mixed. And then as he got older, he got into his the late 40s, 50s. He got real militant. And I guess Prince didn't know. He didn't really know what his fan base was like. To my opinion, he forgot who listens to you. Bro, you forgetting who listens to you. Because he got real militant and they weren't trying to hear that shit.
Wait, wasn't that at the same time he had to change his name to the man formerly known as Prince?
It was a little bit after. It was a little bit after that, but then later, I'm talking about after he stopped singing, really. I'm talking about his last 5 years. Prince was going to black rallies and shit. He got real militant. I had a look, let me tell you something. I had no problem with Prince doing it, but I know his fan base, they had a problem with it. And then unfortunately, he passed away.
I think that happened because they was messing with him on that record deal stuff and his money and all of that, and he attributed it to them folks. And
Yeah,
he was just like,
yeah, he attributed that to the music industry that's basically predominantly ran by white people.
And hold up, let me say this. I like Kurt Cobain. I like Nirvana, but let's talk about him. I like him. You know why I like Kurt Cobain? Because he was a white guy who was proud to be a white guy. He wasn't trying to be black. He wasn't trying to wear. He wasn't trying to wear chains. He wasn't trying to put on some. He wasn't trying to dress like he was a white dude. He put on a sweater and cut the sleeves off, and he put it on his head. He was a white guy with a guitar. He was up there playing, singing his Nirvana stuff. I like Kurt Cobain. I like Nirvana. No. And then we got into all of these white guys trying to be black guys. No, I don't like that. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm a different type of guy. I don't like guys. I don't like a white dude around me talking about some, yo, bro, what's up, bro? Hey, bro. I'm like, I don't like that. Huh? Yeah, bro, what's up? Where the smoke at? Like, bro, who the fuck you think you're talking to? What the fuck wrong with you? Where the smoke at? I don't like white guys like that. I don't. So if we're in a different world like that, no, I like the Kurt Cobain guys. I'm proud to be white.
Yeah, they're not allowed to do that anymore in the U.S.
Unapologetically white. They'll take a sweater and cut the sleeves off and put the sweater sleeve on their head. They don't care what I think. I like that. They don't care that I don't think it's cool. They think it's cool. I'm going to play my guitar. I'm going to make my music. I like that. I don't like the white guys, the Kid Rocks. I don't like that shit. The Mark Wahlberg? I don't like them guys. What's the guy, John Cena? I don't like that shit. That shit is offensive as fuck.
What, being influenced by black culture while you're white is offensive to you?
If you're a white dude and you're a racist and you putting on Jordans and shit, that shit's
John Cena is not racist.
What you say?
John Cena is not racist. That's Triple H.
John Cena exploits the black community. He's just doing that as a gimmick, but he's wrong to do that.
What you talking about? Most of John Cena's sales are made by little white kids.
I know, dressed like that.
How many black people dressed in jean shorts now these days?
No. When John Cena came out, he was the white black boy hip hop look. That's how he came out. I remember
that. Well, he came out during his prototype gimmicks when he was still in development. Then he developed it into the Dr. Thugonomics, and then he went on to Hustle, Loyalty, Respect.
But he was doing the Marky Mark look. The Marky Mark, walking around Vanilla Ice looking. That's how he started off. That wasn't cool.
No, yeah, you hear that? You hear that, Malik?
So what? White people should just stick to their own culture and not try to diversify themselves a little bit in black culture?
That's not diversify. You acting like us, and then at the same time, y'all criticizing us for acting the way we act that y'all are copying. That's a problem. That's hypocritical on multiple different dimensions.
I don't know. Because John Cena never said he claimed he was from the hood. He never did that.
No, he just used the image of that. Yeah, that's all. And that's how most of them do it, right? Because every white kid want to look like he's from the hood. That's why rap sells so well. And he used it. White kids ain't walking around like that. Listen, just so you know, they do have hoods for white kids, and they look nothing like black hood. They look terrible. The trailer parks, the broke neighborhoods, they look like they I'm not even gonna say it because I don't want to get Platt in trouble. But
Yeah, don't do
they
that.
do,
Please.
they
Don't
do
do
have a
your
hood look, and they hood look ain't what they walking around with on TV. They taking our hood look because our hood look got style. That's why when you were like, ghetto, I was like, it ain't ghetto, because if you ghetto, it looks like a bum. You don't walk around looking fly. Baseball caps, the shorts, the clean t-shirts, the shirts, the jerseys, the clean sneakers. That's urban. That's hood, urban. That's not ghetto. Ghetto is
But they're not in the jersey or the other high pressure bands. They
what
still out
happened.
there in white beaters. And,
No, nobody's going to listen. That is an urban image, because if they're wearing the white beater, they got on crispy jean shorts with Jordans on, 300 pairs. So then which ghetto person is just wearing a white beater going to college? Have you been to colleges lately?
My last trip to college was like 10 years ago at the U of M.
Well, they wear Amiri white beaters and Jordans. Just so you know. That's what they're wearing now. So you can call that ghetto all you want.
Yeah, and let me say this to the chat. The John Cena look, I can't stop it, but it's incredibly offensive. And it's always been. I'll be changing the channel. I'll see this white dude with Jordans, no shirt on, and no baggy shorts, and clearly he's trying to look like I don't know what he's trying to look like, but it's offensive to me. And the fact that you think it's okay, it just boggles my mind, because like he said, I thought you didn't want black people to be looking all like that. Yet John Cena can do it, and you guys go and pay $30 a ticket and scream and lose your minds. And the shit's all fake. It's all fake. And he's all bloated up. He's a big dude. I don't know what he's done. He's a big, strong, like guy in shape. But I hate the fact that he has to look like that. Walk around with Jordans and stuff like that. A white guy in Jordans and shorts to get you white guys to give him money. We just live in a crazy world, man. And you guys look at that as a tough guy. You're like, yo, bro, y'all, are you serious, man? I seen him in there with a jersey on. He have a jersey. I don't know. I don't want to get into the numbers, but it'll always be some black dude who can ball. It's a big white dude with muscles walking around with like a Michael Jordan jersey top on with the shorts and the Jordans. Man, like I said, shout out to Kurt Cobain. Shout out to Kurt Cobain. Shout out to Kurt Cobain, a white guy who was not afraid to be a white guy. You want to talk about lost? You want to talk about lost in the sauce? Them days are over. It used to be white guys who, man, they weren't trying to be black guys. They had their own style. They had their own music. They had their own things.
They still do.
Name them. Who? There you go. See that?
I can't name this band, but it was real popular on YouTube. It's like NEEFEX. Like, I remember one of his musics was Fallen Angel. It went like, "Cause I know there ain't nobody coming to save us. I
ain't hear that. I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah, he was real popular on the YouTube Shorts, where he would just promote his music through there.
I never heard of him.
And then there's Memphis Mayfire, which their song "The Old Me."
Okay, all right, I'm gonna take your word on it. I'm just saying. Look at this dude right here. See this older brother right here. To hell with Kurt Cobain. See what I'm saying? To hell with Kurt Cobain. You can look at him and tell he stunk. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. So you can't even put that on black people. The reason a lot of white, like the whole white image is erased is because of people like Frank. People like Frank. They don't want the white man to be proud to be a white man. They want him to be something other.
No, that's most of America at this point. Like as far as like every other people culture, just like when it comes to white people in America, they are not allowed to be white and proud.
What's stopping them?
I don't think that's true. I mean, isn't it? I mean, have you ever? So, white people praise their heritage of whiteness all the time, right? But,
No.
yeah, they do. So I'm German. My great grandmother was from Germany, Austria, blah blah blah, England.
That's not
We have
exactly being
this.
proud. That's just describe your origin. That's not exactly being proud.
Right, but that's being proud of who you are. That's what makes you that race.
That's what makes you you, but that's not exactly just you going out there being proud of who you are.
Right. So what do you think? Because I already know, because most people think of this and say, okay, you got to be a white supremacist. But no, there's a lot to white people culture they could praise. So I don't know why we would think that. Apple pies, bologna sandwiches.
You're right.
Bologna sandwiches. We black people took bologna sandwiches.
Yeah, but hold up, Malik, hold up, and Truth, hold up for a minute. This guy right here, Corvus album says, if anyone says white pride, everyone thinks they're racist. You know why, Corvus? It's because of people like Frank. It's because of people like Frank. Because he don't like white people to be white people. He wants white people to be black people. He wants white people to try to be black people. What's wrong with a white person being white? Like I said, Kurt Cobain, I got no problem with him. One thing I did notice about him, he wasn't trying to be a black dude. He could have went and put a big fucking chain on his neck. He could have run around there and put a big gold chain on his neck, put on some fattish shoes, some sneakers, and a sweatsuit. He didn't do that. The white guy. He cut the sleeves off his sweater, put one of them on his head, played his guitar, and made millions. He was proud. He was a proud man. So don't put that on. I'm saying, Frank, put that on yourself. Don't put that on black people. That's what I'm saying. I hate when they be trying to blame black people for that. White people can't be proud. Yes, you can. But if you can't, don't blame us. Blame your white brethren. They're the ones that's trying to put on gold chains and stuff. What is that guy? God damn, I don't know. He got on tattoos on his face. The singer.
Jelly Roll?
Jelly Roll, yeah. You blame Jelly Roll. Go out here and blame Jelly Roll. Go blame Post Malone. Go blame them.
I mean, I really can't blame Jelly Roll.
They're the ones why you're not proud to be white. Blame them.
Jelly Roll was a convict, and he got all those most of his tattoos from prison. I'm not blaming him for that.
White people got a lot to celebrate. They can celebrate Vans, grunge, just like you said. They can celebrate sketches. They got a whole wardrobe they can celebrate and style and whatever. I mean, it's not really popular except amongst them, but hey, it's who y'all are. Celebrate it.
Yeah, Machine Gun Kelly.
There we go.
All of them do.
No.
Hold up. And the white community needs to call them to the carpet. They need to say Machine Gun Kelly, Kid Rock, Mark Wahlberg, John Cena. You're no longer a part of us. They need to do that. Eminem, yeah, throw his ass. Where you at, Eminem?
No, you can't do that. The black community claims Eminem. We claim that.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Y'all
former D12.
No, we don't. No,
into the white in the rap game. Yeah,
no,
the black community.
No, player. You on your own with that one. Sorry. I mean, they gonna have to call him back, but yeah, no.
They could
Stop.
take JC for all I care.
Where did you grow up? Jesus Christ.
Cause Jay-Z wasn't all that.
Oh my God. Pull his mic, somebody. Pull his
Y'all
mic.
overrated JC like a motherfucker.
Oh, where did you grow up, man? Like, where you people from?
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee.
And you grew up in Memphis? Did you grow up in Black Memphis or White Memphis?
Black Memphis.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't, man. You must have grew up in the 2030s. Black Memphis coming from 1990s? No, player. If you was born in the 90s,
everybody outshadowed Jay-Z on his music career. The best performance Jay-Z got is when he's featured with somebody else. Prime example, Kanye, Niggas in Paris, his bestseller. Jay-Z, Linkin Park Encore, much more his bestseller. Jay-Z and Justin Timberlake.
Hold on. Okay, let's go back for a minute. You said Niggas in Paris. You say Kanye out-rapped him on that?
Yeah, he's bugging.
He did?
No, it's
he's bugging.
Yeah, he did.
No. You said no, because I'm thinking about it.
Think about it. Whenever
he
Jay-Z,
did.
I don't know about that one.
No,
I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
He did not, Flat.
Yes, he did.
You said he did not. Hold up, you said he did not, right?
He did not.
Yeah, because I'm like, what is this dude talking about?
I don't know.
Whenever Jay-Z is by himself doing his own albums, they're lackluster. When Jay-Z is with somebody else doing his songs, it takes it up. It's elevated.
That's the whole point of doing them with somebody else.
But no, he says lackluster. You know, he has like two, maybe
hold
two
on.
albums that are high sellers. What do you mean lackluster?
People get on Jay-Z about being out-rapped. Okay.
I can see that.
But
I mean, the people who rap him are acceptable.
Hold on. Look.
I can name most of Black rappers who out-rap him.
It depends.
Busta Rhymes out-raps him. Kanye out-raps him.
Not Kanye.
Dolph out-raps him.
Not Busta Rhymes either.
Kanye. But I will say this, and I don't have no problem with Jay-Z. I'm happy for him, a black family, him and his beautiful wife and his lovely kids. I don't have no problem. I have no bone to pick. No, I'm saying this right here. I'm saying this up front because I want to say he does get out-rapped. But the songs he named, those are not the songs. He does get out-rapped, though.
He does, but not.
I can name a bunch of them. I'm not going to do it because I know he's just going to take advantage. I could name a bunch, but I'll name one in particular, Big Pimpin'. He got out-rapped on that song.
There we go. Yep. There you go.
UGK ate his ass alive.
Pretty much.
Both of them. Bud and MC, they ate that motherfucker. They picked his bones on that fucking song.
Yeah,
I remember when that came out.
It wasn't really in rap; it was in business dealing, which he succeeded. He turned his stuff and his career into a business that made him a multi-billionaire.
And Jay-Z said, "I want to cancel that song because I was wrong." I bet you do want to cancel that song.
He only wanted to cancel it because Kanye
do want to cancel Big Pimpin'.
If Kanye never went over to the Ye side, he would never be trying to cancel his claims to that song.
I know. Now Kanye can mix music. Kanye's not a great rapper, but he's a great producer. I'll give him that. So I don't know how you think Kanye could out-rap anybody. I don't even know.
Yeah. Maybe when he was younger. I mean, I like, Kanye, and I do not, there's very few people I can say I do not like. Kanye's one of the ones I just don't like him. But
that's because he stuck his dick in Kardashian. That's what the problem is. He should never did it.
Well, I was present when his first album came out.
That aspect to him, I could care less about.
He came to my college and performed. He wasn't even that popular then. His album was great, but he wasn't like he was greater than any of the top ones going around at that time. Jay-Z was on top, Nas was on top. There's a lot of dudes on top, not him. He was just a newcomer that was good. So yeah, his his popularity came with the music he produced, because he produced some great songs for other people.
He also produces great old songs. You just gonna forget Graduation happened?
That's his first album. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and it's still talked about to this day.
Yeah, but it's not top. It ain't top 5. It's barely top 10.
Jay-Z don't have albums that are top 10.
Get out of here, man. Stop it.
Yeah, don't compare those two people, man.
Yeah, Kanye made billions off of his music records. Jay-Z only made billions off of his business venture.
Jay-Z could come out today, and who wouldn't work with him? Name somebody who in the business right now. Anybody? I don't give a fuck. White, black, country. Who wouldn't work with Jay-Z right now?
Everybody will work with him just for the money.
Okay. Now name me if Kanye, and Kanye is releasing an album, they're just not selling. Who's gonna work with Kanye?
Nobody, because his controversies.
Well, there you go. So why you keep talking about Kanye? He fucked himself up.
Yeah, he fucked himself up with his beliefs, not with his music.
But he could produce songs, but we talking about him being on a song. He's not there. So I mean, come on. That's like saying Pharrell is a great musical person. Pharrell got some songs, but nobody remembers them. So yeah, he's a great producer.
The last album, the last song that I can remember I liked from Kanye West was "I Put On." Beyond that, since that, I haven't heard shit from him. I'm serious. I don't know what he puts out. And before that, I mean, it manufactured. Then him and Jeezy, what was that? Right before COVID or doing? I don't know, when was that? What, 2008, 2009, something like that. 08, 09. He put out "I Put On," and he wasn't the big guy that he is now. He was on his way up, but he did with Jeezy "I Put On," and I think Jeezy's made so much money off of that. It's insane. Because that still sells and they still play it. And but beyond that, because like I said, when you think about Kanye then and look at him now, he's just changed, man.
Yeah, that's the Kardashian curse. It changes everybody.
No, it's not that. It's just that when he was moving through and he was moving up, and even when he got into his prime, it wasn't his rapping. People wasn't killing themselves to have him feature on this song. What they were doing was they want him to produce this song. So you can't just say he's a better rapper than Jay-Z. That's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous, man.
But he's not a better rapper than Jay-Z.
It's not ridiculous.
In my opinion,
who made more off their music, Kanye or Jay-Z? The answer's Kanye. Who made more off their business venture? The answer's Jay-Z.
What that got to do with being a better rapper?
It does have to do with a better rapper. Kanye made most of his success off of rap, off of music. Jay-Z made most of his success off his business venture.
Jay-Z's in the top 5 for rapping. Kanye is nowhere near that.
I wouldn't put Jay-Z in top 5 of rapping.
I know you wouldn't, but you also saying Kanye is a better rapper, so I can't trust what you're saying. He just is. He's one of the top 5 rappers of all time. It just is. Kanye ain't near that. He might be in the top 20, top 15, maybe. I don't even think he's in the top 15.
One thing about the black community is you have to be a part of it and be acceptive of it, right? It's not perfect. It's far from perfect. Kanye, he betrayed the black community when he said that slavery stuff. Now, maybe he did it.
There was a lot of.
Wait a minute. Maybe he did it because of marketing, keep his name in the headlines. Whatever reasons, that was a mistake because he lost a lot of black people when he did that. Because he went too far. Now, hold on. Let's go to Jay-Z. Jay-Z ain't never said no shit like that. Jay-Z still married to his wife. His wife's worth $1 billion too. Kim worth $1 billion. His wife still. Kanye is divorced.
Yes, because of Kim. I'm telling you, that family is cursed. That family ruins black people.
She's the one who made him a billionaire, man. You come on, man. Just stop.
No, he's already going to be a billionaire without her.
No, she's the one who gave him the money for the shoe company, sir. She invested in him. Now, granted, I'm sure she wanted to control him. Don't get me wrong. Not like I don't understand that. I'm sure she wanted to control him, but he already tied himself to the devil's rock. So if it's gonna sink, it's gonna sink. He tied himself to it. What Kanye wanted to do was he didn't necessarily want to untie himself from the rock. He actually wanted to try to take over. That she's not going to allow that to happen. So he's the one who made the bargain with the devil, and he's the one who got burnt because of the bargain he made. This is what it is. I mean, she's been through the street. She already knew that. Everybody knew what her track record was. And when I say she had a track record from high school. She used to mess with the Jackson kids.
She did a flick.
I mean, before that, she used to mess with the Jackson kids in high school. Tito them and Jermaine and them kids, that's who she was messing with in high school.
Let me tell you something, though. I'm being for real. A white chick, if I met a white chick who let niggas put on film,
yeah,
bro, yeah, I probably wouldn't fuck with her. I'm saying on some real shit, I'd probably be like, nah.
But he did.
She's too much for me. I'm like, damn, you let niggas film you and shit?
But that's what I said. He tethered himself to the rock, and the rock started sinking, and he didn't want to go. And the rock said, "You don't have a choice, or we gonna get take back." He got all the benefits. He got all the benefits out of it.
Yeah, I don't want to go deal with a white chick that's getting slawed out on camera like that. Nah,
the whole
man.
family's getting slawed out.
Yeah, but why would you mess with him? He had choices up the wazoo at that point in time. But hey, we can't knock it because his choice of messing with her got him where he is right now. We can't get around that.
But
it is what it is.
She also married her and the babies with her.
Yeah.
And that woman is also a billionaire. So as much as I know she getting slawed out on camera, we gotta take the good with the bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's true. A win is a win.
A win is a win. You know what I'm saying? How many men out here can say they want to make that type of lifestyle that
I don't want no woman that's being slowed out on camera.
Well, Platt, welcome to the new age where most of these women it do have a flick. They do have flicks.
Who? It ain't that common.
You'd be surprised, Platt. If that phone,
I would be. You're right. I would be surprised.
Yeah. That's why I hope nothing pop up with me on it, because I'm like, hey, I had fun. What you want me to do?
They can't tell that if you ain't on your face on. They don't know.
I got tattoos, Platt. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
They are advanced these days. Just not advanced enough to stop you from getting a parking ticket.
Hey, Platt. I don't know why it popped up. These dudes on the Discord, man, they so weird. I had to get off of it. But they a flick with Ari on got put out not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
You heard about that play?
Jesus, why?
I heard her and Moneybag was on something.
I don't want. I'm not into talking about.
Is it her?
That was her. And I'm not talking about men private areas, but yikes, that's crazy.
I don't know what you're talking about on that. I don't want to see it though.
I don't imply.
I mean, the last thing I heard about was
I said me either.
I'm not a big porn guy, but if I do look at it, I like it professional. I don't like amateur.
I got you.
Yeah, I don't like amateur with the spotlight, the little light from the camera.
The light camera, yeah.
Like that shit Puff Daddy made. That shit, the freak. I don't like that.
I still ain't see that. And I don't want to.
Yeah, I just don't like that. I don't like amateur porn.
I got you.
I was a dude at the barbershop used to sell flicks. And he used to be like, yo, man, $3. I said, man, I don't like. I said, that shit got that blue haze on it. He was like, yeah, what about it? I said, I don't like, if I'm gonna look at porn, I want my shit clear, man, crystal clear. I don't like a fog on my shit. I said, I just don't like it like that.
It's not how they do it.
No, he didn't understand. I said, well, don't worry about it. I don't want none. And I was like, yo, man, I don't want that shit. I don't like, it's got that blue haze.
Black
But
one in
that
4K before 4K.
but that's the move today too, Platt.
Well, it don't have to be 4K though. But
And in 4K.
I mean, at one point,
720,
Lazy wasn't even 1080 yet.
720 is fine. I don't need 4. It eats up all your drive space. 4K.
I think
It don't have to be 4K. To me, that's overkill. 8K.
yeah, you can see their pimples.
That's like 60 gigs. And that's like way too much. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, you see the pimples on niggas' butts.
360 was the best
You're trying to
pistol.
see pores and shit on motherfucker. Yeah, now I
Yeah.
don't need to see her pores.
Yeah. But that's more popular today. I heard y'all talk about Kanye. You know, Kanye just signed the deal with JD Sports. They putting his sneakers and boots and all this bullshit back out again. I
I thought he already started that. I thought that was a month ago.
It just start. I think it's about to come out in the next 2 weeks. They putting his clothes back out or whatever like that. Cause no, they had his website before, Truth. And the website, everybody was complaining because that's that inventory that you got to ship it out. People ain't gonna get it on time, and it take time for that. So you putting it back out. That's what's up though. But I ain't buying them corny ass sneakers and boots. Like I was never a Kanye.
Yeah, me neither. I never thought his sneakers looked good. I know they were real popular, but I thought they looked funny. I was like, hey,
the Nike ones, I ain't gonna lie. The Nike ones was
they
fly.
look like?
The Nike ones was fly, but the Adidas ones, I was like, what is this dude doing?
Yeah,
like,
the Adidas ones, I didn't like it all. Yeah,
Kanye got his clothing idea from Dragon Ball Z. He tried to put on that Piccolo outfit.
He's trying to get a different demographic, right? His demographic ain't for the urban folk. He know that because he's trying to get where the money is. Problem, I guess he's not taking into account that a lot of the demographic that likes urban are not just black people, right? So it's like Asians like urban. It's real popular over there. White folk like urban, people in other countries like urban. So it's just he's trying to step into an arena where he thinks it'll be real popular, but they don't like their own stuff like that. They like our stuff like that. So he's gonna have to come back.
He's to me, I don't think Kanye. He's not. He's still gonna make money. Don't get me wrong. He definitely still gonna make money on the back end. But him popping off like how Jay-Z get to do these concerts and all these deals. And
well, he sold out. Didn't he do a show a couple months ago? He sold out a couple of stadiums.
Yeah, he did. He did. And right after that, he was supposed to go overseas and do something, and they cut that loose. Like, no.
They protested him. No, they protested him.
Yeah, they shut him down. Yeah.
Protesting him for what? What are they protesting for?
All that stuff he done said.
Yeah, the stuff he said about Jews and what they got him. Wait a minute. What they got him is processors. The bank processors.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so when you say tickets, like a venue can sell you a ticket, but the actual ticket got to be processed through certain banks. And they said no. So they said, okay, you can still have your concert, you just can't funnel the money through these normal whatever outlets.
Yeah, I tried to
Chase.
Yes.
I tried to Chase blew his accounts.
Yeah, they killed it because he can't do like pre-sales. So you need, say, 30,000, or say you need 100,000 in pre-sales to say I'm gonna fly over, and I already know I sold 100,000, so I can fly over, get the hotel, and then hopefully I'll get 300,000 in new ticket sales because I'm gonna do promotion when I'm there. Well, because of his mouth, they said no. They didn't say you can't do the concert. They say you can't use our banking. You can't use our pipelines.
I tried to tell. I think it was I forgot.
Tabor.
We was on here Tabor. Yeah, I was trying to tell him.
He didn't want to listen.
It don't matter how much money you have. They can if you don't have a bank account to put your money in, or you don't have a payment system to process that payment. So what happens is when you go on a website, you click the button, you put in your credit card, and you click buy. A transaction is sent. It starts a very long process. It's a large process that happens within a few seconds, right? And people make money off of every second in this process. What happens is the request for the funds is sent to your bank, and then the funds are actually put into a holding account.
Yep.
Then your bank has to process it on their side and pull the money from the holding account for the transaction to complete, which is why when you make payments on the accounts, it shows the monies have been transferred, but the actual money moving from account to account hasn't happened. That's that 3 to 5 business days they always tell you, or 7 to 10 business days, depending on if it's a check. I was trying to tell them, if the banks, don't matter how much money you have, if the banks ain't with you, you're broke.
Hey, true. Tomorrow was thinking like a nigga getting his check from his job, he go straight to Bank of America and cash it. It don't work like that, bro.
No, it don't. Because if the bank don't cash your check, now just know this too. Those checks,
Nick, for interest, they can stop you there too, though.
Yeah.
A bank can send me a note today and say, Platinum, your money here. They'll say your account is closed, and your money will be sent to you.
Yep.
Via the mail. Thank you for your business. And I can go down there all day complaining. They'll be like, no, sir. Well, I'm sorry, sir. You're no longer allowed to bank with us.
Yep.
And then you can go take it up and they'll say, okay, well, this is an email we got. Or this is something you did online saying you hate these people, you do this and that. And then you can say all day, go file your suit. That's what, go file your suit.
Well, you can't even do that, Platt, because once they give you back your money, they have the ability to close your account for whatever reason they deem necessary. They don't have to bank with you. So they don't even got to explain to you why they're closing it. That's what I was saying. Oh, they give you back your money. You got to check worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
Oh, but check this out, though, Truth.
What are you going to do with it? It's a piece of paper now. It's a paperweight.
Truth, check it out. I'm in Memphis. They kicked me out of banking. Not banks, banking.
Jesus.
Truth. Then they give me a check. Truth, I'm down. I said, give me cash.
No. They ain't got it there.
No, because hold on. Truth, they said, well, sir, we don't get that amount of money.
Yeah, we don't get that amount of money. Yep.
Yeah, and I said, you give me a check. I go, who's going to cash it? I don't know, sir.
Go to a bank.
I don't know. No, they kicked me out of banking, Joey.
I know. You got to go to another bank. You got to find somewhere.
Where?
And then they got to wait for that
big
money
check.
to hit that bank.
You can't go to a check cashing place. You have to go to a financial institution.
You better not go to a check cashing place.
Who's going to handle the bank? No, who's going to handle it? Because they're going to say, well, you got a check for 1.3 million, but we can't handle it.
They don't have the money. Yeah.
They have the money, but they're saying you've been barred from these banks.
You can't use the banks. So you have to
get a sneaker box, Platt, and get the stack.
But it's a check. You don't have no cash. Where you gonna get the cash from?
Put that check in somewhere out. That's it.
What, you gonna keep the check in a sneaker box? What good is it? You got 90 days before that shit expires. So
that's how the world is. I'm saying we don't, like a Kanye, we just don't realize. We think we have more power than we have. We don't realize, man, we're very controlled. And if they want to screw you, like a Kanye,
they will. Yep.
And they'll send him a check for $40 million. They'll say, okay, here go $40 million. And then he'll be like, okay, I got a $40 million check. I need to cash it. All them banks gonna be like, sir, we can't handle your business here, sir. We appreciate you, but we can't. Okay, go to another bank. Okay, go to another bank. Then he looking around saying, man, don't nobody cash your check. I can't find anybody to cash check. They know that. You got a $40 million check, but now guess what? What you got in your pocket, Mr. $40 million man? Now you got to go and talk to them lawyers. Bro, you're going to lose your money now. They'll say, give it to them. They'll say, okay, we'll find you, man.
But the lawyers ain't going to talk to you. You got to wire them money.
Yeah, I got a guy, right? I got a guy, he'll cash your check. Okay. I talked to some people in Russia, they'll cash your check. But what? You got a $40 million check, you're only going to get 35 of that. There's a fee. There's a fee.
Yep.
There's a fee. Yeah, no, you would say, okay, boom. So you lost $5 million just on that. You know,
and then not only that, your money's in a foreign bank account. So for you to do transactions here in the US, guess what you gotta pay?
Taxes, yeah.
No. Let's not even go to taxes. You have to pay transactions and wiring fees, sir.
Right.
And let's hope that the whoever you buying stuff from here takes money from those banks, because foreign banks don't necessarily have access to the market system here.
Don't they call that like the Swiss account?
You can do Swiss accounts. That's what you'll have to do, but there's a cost to having those as well.
Cool.
That's why only really, really rich people do Swiss accounts. And what's the Caribbean island?
Hey, I went to Bahamas, Platt. Yo, they tried to charge me $30 to take some money out their ATM machine.
See?
I told my girl, nah, credit card.
See? Credit card.
We'll wait until we head back on the
ship.
ship.
Home. Whenever I travel, I have cash, but I don't have it where people can get it from me. So I have cashier's check and I have some cash. More cashier's checks than cash. Because if somebody get me for my cash, that's fine. Cashier's checks, they can't really do nothing with. Yeah. They get me with my cash, but I have the cashier's check. I'm good, and then I still got credit cards. But that's what I'm saying. The banking system, just like Platt said, is controlled. It doesn't matter how much money you have. If you move it to a bank that the United States banking system don't mess with, you can't use your money. It's basically worthless.
Well, yeah, and you'll get it eventually, but it's gonna mess with you. And what I'm saying, something like Kanye, who's not used to living like a regular person.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's hell. That's hell for him.
He'll eventually find a bank where he can put all that money in. Here in the U.S., he may not. He won't even have to leave the country, but it's going to take him some time. And there's a reason why people with high amounts of money mess with Chase. Chase has some special bank accounts specifically for people with that kind of income. He didn't have a regular bank account with Chase. You can't put $50 million in a regular checking account at Bank of America.
No, they'll approach you about that. If my balance is $5 million, they'll cut my card off.
Yep.
So when I go to try to pull something out, it'll say you got to go inside.
Yep.
So when I go inside, they'll say, okay, they'll look at the codes and they'll say, all right, sir, we need you to talk to so-and-so. So a dude will come down who's already assigned with that, and he'll start talking about my money
and where to put it.
Yeah. How to handle it, and also things that the bank, obviously you're gonna try to sell me things the bank offer and stuff like that. And then he'll be like, okay, do you understand protection? And I know people and all this stuff will go down. I know a guy right now, man, you got $5 million in your bank account, you got to pay taxes on that. I know a guy who can protect you from all of that. He can protect you. You don't want to be protected? Okay. We offer this. You want to put your money in this? Okay, well, here's your new card right here. And okay for you to pull 10,000 out at a time, or whatever, 20,000 out at a time. Or because now that much is going to probably say 10,000. Because they say 20, you draining the teller. Because they don't load the teller up with that much money. So they're going to say, they're going to let him know where he can go. They're going to be like, okay, you can only go here downtown. This teller, we put 100,000 in that every day. So coming to these tellers, we only put 30,000. So you and your needs, I'm saying there's somebody set up for all of that. And what Kanye didn't get is that when he opened up his mouth, he's the rich guy. He screwed himself because he got money overseas. He got money in these banks. And then when them people put their foot down, just like they did with these concerts, they can control a lot more than you think. You keep thinking they can't. You'll be surprised how much power they have. He's finding that out. Also, I think that Kim K should be arrested because what he's doing to that girl, North, whatever that is.
That girl?
Northwest.
Yeah, Northwest.
That's neglect.
What is he doing to her? What happened?
No, it was Kim K
putting on stage like that, putting that girl on stage at 15. Somebody said she was 13. Putting on stage.
It has been on stage with Kanye. It's been Kim K.
No, she's been on there a couple of times. I saw her, matter of fact, the other day. She was at some SummerSlam or something. At some summer fest, she was up there getting ready to perform. I was like, man, that girl too young to be up there.
He's having her perform there? I mean,
yeah, she's like 13 or 14 years old, his kid.
So, look at the Jackson 5. You can't really, Jackson 5 did it. A lot of young boy groups did it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Yes, we all say that's kind of crazy, but they're from a performing family, so I guess it's okay. Child performance.
They had talent.
Damn, Platt.
I mean, she has talent in her, babe, but it's kind of like tainted with all that Kardashian nonsense. So she kind of got
No. And somebody said the same hair, the same outfit. They were like, she don't change clothes. No, that wasn't me. That was what they were saying.
Damn, y'all are wrong.
We messed up though, bro. No, you can't do that, man.
They said she don't change her clothes. She don't get her hair done. Oh, y'all are. Oh man.
I mean, she does do it. It's just like extremely ridiculous at this point. I think the last time I saw Northwest, she was in like deep highlighted blue.
But I mean, that's her family, man. He's eccentric. Her mama and them eccentric. I mean, what do you think is gonna happen to her, man? She gonna go through a lot of unneeded trials and tribulations. It just is what it is. Her parents had to do it. She gonna have to do
it. But just like how much is enough? Like during the first sex tape or like the last two?
The first what?
The first sex tape or the last two?
It's yeah. I hope baby girl get through it without sacrificing her own stuff. But
yeah,
I mean,
I hope she escapes from it and just regains sanity.
That's gonna be a problem. She can't.
Yeah, what do you think about this Eurocentrism, right? Where if you're a black person and you want to use a filter, the filter is aimed toward European standards. So it's aimed toward making your nose smaller, your lips smaller.
I hate that.
It's basically just most filters are filtered for European and Asian standards, really.
So you hold on. So you cool with that?
I mean, I personally think filters should be done away with it because it hides these people from. It's chosen people from being like 10 to like.
So you think filters? So the racism of a filter, you think that's okay?
No, I think filters are wrong in general. I want them gone.
Okay. You're against all filters, period. Okay.
Racism in filter is wrong because they not only it's in filters, but it's in AI too, and they've proven it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
AI, all of that stuff. So
facial recognition. Yep.
People keep playing with this whole racism thing like it don't exist or it's over. No, it's not. You can see it in our filters. You can see it in AI. You can see it everywhere you look. Even the robots. I saw a robot in an Uber. He passed a black guy by.
That's crazy, Flash. Come on, that really happened.
Yeah, I saw a black guy. He tried to wave down his Uber. The robot drove by him.
No. No.
AIs can't do taxis like that. They had to do it through like Uber and stuff.
That's diabolical.
No, the Uber went to a white guy. The Uber, it was a bunch. He was out there. The Uber went to a white guy, and the guy was like, "I called you." It's just it's in all of what we deal with, man, and we play with it.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Anyway, and they still bugging through it.
And that's why when you play with this Tuskegee dress code, this shit is serious, man. They wrong to do that. And I had a bunch of people in the chat box talking about let's do it and stuff. Be careful with that. Be careful with that because the white supremacists want you to think this is about making blacks better. It's not. This is about suspending blacks. This is about attacking blacks and teaching black people you need to be more European. What's that?
Okay, let me ask you something.
If I'm saying it's wrong, right? Pavlovian, is that it? The chicken, where they cut the oven up?
Pavlovian.
Pavlovian, the Pavlovian response of punishing black people when they don't want to be white people. Punishing them. You need to wear a Justin Timberlake suit. You punish the black person. You need to look like a Justin Timberlake. Black person don't want to do it, you punish him.
Justin Timberlake play? Maybe you want to be.
Yeah, they're bringing sexy back. You know, where he was dressed on that type of suit.
Yeah, nice suit. Or maybe we could do a Malcolm X or Martin Luther King suit. You know what I'm saying?
You can.
We can still look nice, and I'm on two sides of the coins of this argument because I do feel like we do need better representation, especially the young kids, how they be dressed. Because me taking my nephew to his campus, yeah, some of these little Negroes, they look crazy. Platt. I'm sorry.
They do. They still in their mom's skinny jeans now.
Like some of them they look unkept. Their hair look like they just woke up and just like you said, the Joel and B hair. Don't brush their hair, just straight
no, they
outside.
do brush their hair. They just love the nap style to it. They got those nap
free form, whatever they call it. Just need to tighten up some. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go back to getting your hair cut, some nice waves. If you do wear a do-rag, I ain't got in your dorm or you walking out or you working out or whatever, wear your do-rag. The bonnet thing, I don't like it personally. Me, that's for in the house. But the pajama clothes, you want to get some breakfast or something, you leaving out your dorm. But even if going to class, you want to put on, you couldn't change and you got your PJs on, whatever. But if that's your main attire, nah, you do need to put on some other clothes, some active type attire or something. But wearing suits all day, every day, hell no. I wouldn't want to go to no school where I gotta put on some slacks and shoes every day. I'm not with that. And I wasn't. Rest in peace to Kev. I wasn't when he was trying to push that every day wear a suit. It's not possible. I mean, it is possible. You just buy 5 suits and keep switching them up, but still, you just want to throw some jeans and some sneakers on and be relaxing. Like, what's wrong with that? But they ain't say they couldn't wear that though. Platt, they can wear jeans and probably a regular shirt, t-shirt, and some sneaks and go out or whatever. But they just don't want that whole sleep attire on, but pajama jammy jams and all that.
I got you, bro. I got you.
But who these 2 kids in this picture?
No, just some young people. She got on a bonnet, he got on a do-rag. They don't want those people at that university. They're against Black people being there. And they don't want Black people to be able to express themselves.
Can we express ourselves in other ways besides do-rags and bonnets?
Yes.
Yeah, but that should be optional.
Yeah, somebody just said in the chat. Yeah, I understand you consider that as anti-Black, but it's other things besides us Black people, besides bonnets and do-rags, though. In my opinion, just my opinion.
What about getting a straight A? What about that?
That's Black. I mean, yeah.
Well, they don't care. They rather get they don't like his do-rag and her bonnet. They don't care that they're good students.
I mean, the school still has a reputation to uphold, and if you are counterproductive to our reputation, they should have a right to dismiss you.
How are they counterproductive?
That's even with my kids' school because they got to wear uniforms. They can't come to school if they don't have it.
Because the students are a representation of the school, and that's how they're going to be able to get their not only their own government funding, but also private fundings and donation. And if you out there addressing like complete bums, that's going to be a huge reduction to not only your to the school, but yourself when it comes to funding any school curriculums you want to do and your school education. You can't expect the government to just completely pay for all of your university benefits.
And we out of here, man. I appreciate you, man. Like, share, support. Like the stream, man. Support the platform. We'll see you guys later. It's sort of quick news or whatever, but we got to go ahead and shut this down, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Like, share, support. Like the stream, man. Support the platform. This is the beginning. This is the beginning. Subscribe to the channel. We appreciate Joey. We appreciate Malik. Hopefully we'll hear from them next time. Like, share, support. Like the stream, man. Support the platform. Like the stream. Hit the Cash App. Hit the Super Chat. Subscribe to the channel. We thank Malik for showing up. We thank Joey. We thank Truth Teller. We thank everybody. But we've got to proceed forward, man. And right now we got to shut this down.